Well, shit. I had a whole plan today. But this... What the fuck? Who has a maintenance for literally 4 hours? And it's a regular weekly maintenance. This happens weekly? Fuck. There goes our whole plan for today. We're going to retool everything. That's fine. Today was supposed to be like a chill stream anyways. I guess we'll gotta recalibrate here. God damn it, Lotro. I really want to play Lord of the Rings Online. Alright, fuck. I guess we'll do something else. Let's what do we do now? Wait for some more people. The usuals. Son of a bitch. This might be the most cursing we've done in a long time. Cause now, man, I had plans today. I had a dream. I literally was gonna sit back, and before we got back into Baldur's Gate 3, I wanted to reminisce and show a tidbit of why Lord of the Rings Online, as far as an MMORPG, is pretty damn good. Or at least it used to be. I have an idea. Not exactly a great idea. Is this screen gonna get... Okay, it just goes down there. That's fine. But there's something else. No, I don't think we should do that. Never mind. That'd be a bad idea. So there's a private server for Lord of the Rings Online that is the launch version of the game. Nothing's been altered. It literally is again just like the base game when it came out day one. So that is up. That's a private server. It's not a good idea to stream, probably. Essentially, because Lord of the Rings Online, it has gone through so many iterations and changes, system-wide, skills, etc., that if you just tried to play like the base version of Lord of the Rings Online and compare it to how it was when it first launched, they're almost like night and day. As far as the pacing, the abilities, what you can do, just a bunch of systems that were in the launch version that gave the game a lot of charm. And everything was kind of like, I want to call it like fleshed out, because everything had a purpose for what you're doing. And over time, they've kind of tried to streamline it, and they ripped out a bunch of, in my opinion, really good systems from the game that, again, they're no longer there. The way the classes played, not completely different, but everybody kind of filled a certain niche a little bit better. It's all gone now. So I guess we will not be playing Lord of the Rings Online. Instead, I think we will... Let's do a little... Let me look at my list before I say anything. Because I'm thinking about Dragon Age. But I'm also thinking about another gem from back in the day. When did this come out? Lotro came out in 2012. Holy shit. Okay, when did Dungeon Siege 1 release date? 2002. Dungeon Siege is the GOAT. Let's play that. I don't even know if that has like a section on Steam, if I'm being honest. This will probably be me talking into the void for the next couple hours. But yeah, man, I had everything set up. I had these 2 trailers we were going to watch. We were going to go into a little history about Lotro. Hexalot, everything's gone to shit. Today was going to be a very chill, kind of like nostalgic stream. And we're still going to do that. But again, I wanted to play Lotro. but the server maintenance is literally for 4 hours, right in the window in which we want to stream. So we gotta pivot. Gotta adjust here. What are we gonna go to? Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, my thumbnail I thought was pretty. I mean, it was basic, but we were gonna go through everything, man. We'll do it later. We'll do it later. I guess we'll try next week. I want to see what people on Twitch are doing right now, because if we maybe could do the private server, that wouldn't be a bad experience. You'd kind of, I actually prefer the base version of the game.
I gotta find my moonstones.
Okay, Twitch, shut your mouth. Okay, let's see here. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you guys can't see this right now because it's on my other browser. Many browsers. I mean, there's only 3 streamers in the category. Okay. Well, fuck. We're not returning this shit. Yeah, nobody's doing it. So let's not push fate. Let's see here. Is there even a category for Dungeon Siege? There is. Sweet. In 2026. God, man, I was ready. I was ready for today. That's fine. We're gonna change things around. I don't know if we can do it on the YouTube side. Let's see. I've never had to adjust kind of what we're doing live. In fact, I think we'll even make a new thumbnail real quick. How's your morning going, Hex? I just kind of want to get a good thumbnail that's like in 4K. My thumbnails are ass. If there's anything I do as far as like putting money to the channel and stuff, I think I'd hire somebody to do thumbnails. Because like mine are fine, they're decent, but like they could be better. All right, got a good picture. We're literally gonna be a little bit of a copy pasta. This works out pretty good. Ugh, I need a PNG better after my coffee. So I was actually trying to cut back on coffee, like down to, because I'm a 2-cupper. Tried to go down to 1 cup. Couldn't do it. Not today, at least. Maybe next time. But yeah, trying to cut back. I might try for like the weekend. On the weekend to try to cut it down. But on the weekdays, it's just too. It's almost like a comfort, right? And that's addiction, right? 100% addiction. So we are addicted to coffee, essentially. Here we go. Look at us. Making a new thumbnail. We'll fix this. Nice pivot today. Very relaxing. Quickly change the name. Literally the same name. Oh yeah, YouTube also wants you to like change the whatchamacallit, the like they let you put in like what game you're playing. Oh, I did all this work for this. I'm gonna put this on a notepad. Like, even though it was probably gonna be like a smaller stream, I had a lot of things to talk about. We'll get to that eventually again. It was actually some of my first videos on the channel were me just talking about like MMOs, and one of them was Lord of the Rings Online. Like when I did that video, I was just like, let's just see how this goes. And it actually got like decent viewers, and I thought, huh, okay. Turns out I can talk about, more like fantasy RPGs, and it goes over just fine. Kind of gave me the confidence. And then I think I tried to do Elden Ring first. as such as just a huge community, you know? And so that didn't, I got buried. I think it was right when they had their expansion. What was their first one called? Shadow of the Erdtree? It was when that one came out. Alright, we're good. I think most of it's set up. We'll see. Did anything change about the name? No. We'll check on that in a second. Anyways, so this one's done. So we're not going to be doing Lotro. Let's get off this. Just doing 1 cup, but I had Ghost if it's not enough to get me through it. Yeah. What is a Ghost? Is that like an energy drink? Oh, excellent. I feel like I have a lot to talk. See, that was the other, again, with Lotro, when I first, again, was doing videos. I also talked about ESO. So I would love to actually stream ESO as well and really show the good, the bad, and the ugly. I feel like a lot of these classic MMOs nowadays, the good, the bad, and the ugly is like almost like the perfect description of how to talk about them. Unlike something like, I don't think there's a lot of like ugly to talk about with Guild Wars 2. I think Guild Wars 2 and like Final Fantasy 14 are just overall positive. There's a lot of really good things still about them, especially because they're continually updated, etc. But with like ESO, I feel like it has a lot of ugly and a lot of bad, but there's good in there as well. And the same thing for Lord of the Rings Online. So it's like the perfect description for them. I don't think... Well, yeah, that's one of the good about ESO is the build craft. And I think it's only gotten better. Because they added multi-classing, essentially. And I heard there was a huge backlash. I don't know. I'm not in the community, so I don't want to speak too much about it. Like I know what the heck I'm talking about. Alright, I'm just going to assume things on the YouTube side are fine. Instead, we will chill with a little Dungeon Siege. Which is great, because I don't want to do Dragon Age. I feel like, again, I'd want that to be like more like announced and prepared. Because that is a game that I cherish and we've talked about a lot on the stream and not something I just want to pivot to randomly one day when, you know, things did not go according to plan. Here we go. There you are, Dungeon Siege. This game's great. How do I even talk about this game? We'll have to figure it out. Hopefully the sound's okay. Ooh, that's loud. Hang on. Apologies. Let's put that all the way down. Ooh, okay. And hopefully it's captured. It is, but it's just in this little baby corner here. Huh, that's interesting. How do we get that? How do we get that up more? This is an old school game. Maybe I can... I have a, it shouldn't have actually been too bad on your guys' side because I have a limiter as far as how high a sound can go, but that doesn't apply for me, so it did hurt my ears a little bit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. These old school games, again, they're like 1080p, right? Or less. So instead, let's go with... I've like there's like a bunch of ways I can kind of show what we're doing. Here we go. We'll just go with desktop. Hang on, let's go with the cover real quick. We'll go to... Actually, the cover doesn't make any sense either. I love our Moogle. Use paint. Stop, Sloth. Right now, things are not going well. We were going to do... I love that. I love the little Moogle, too. We were going to do Lord of the Rings Online today, Sloth, because I know you'd probably appreciate looking at that. But the server maintenance, the weekly maintenance, is 4 hours long. A weekly maintenance. There's like some things about that. It's like, okay. There we go. Haha, we're here, baby. That's how we do it. That is crazy. That's super crazy. That's absurd. Hexalotto was loud, but not bad. Yeah, I want to... Some of these... I mean, it's just old school sound effects, right? They're just like, throw it in your face. Maybe around here. We'll see how it goes. I'll monitor the sound as far as the volume. Never want to go into the red. I watch some streams and stuff. A little bit of tech side as well, guys. Like some streamers and just like YouTube videos and stuff. And I can open up something like OBS and see like their like get the readings from like my desktop audio. Because there's the green, there's the yellow, and then there's the red where you're way above like the threshold. Anyways, most of the people I listen to and watch, they're always in the red. Everything they're doing, red, 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 red. I'm like, holy shit, should I be doing that? And then I try like, testing that. I'm like, that's way too fucking loud. Anyways, we're always in the green or in the yellow, right above red. Sometimes we might peek into the red if we're overly loud. But the gameplay volume should always just kind of dip into the yellow at best. So there's a little bit of the tech side. Okay. This is Dungeon Siege. Best way to describe this game is it's almost like an old school 3D version of like Baldur's Gate 2, maybe a little bit like Dragon Age, like almost like a progenitor to Dragon Age, mixed in a little Diablo as well. But it's all like, it was like one of those first like 3D games. Let's see if anything changed. Hang on, let me check the YouTube side real quick. See if anything, if like any of the changes went through. Yeah, okay, it went through. Nice. Okay, we're good. Let's fucking do it. Anyways, but we are super chilling today. All right. But this game, basic premise, this Dungeon Siege itself as a franchise, probably none of you have actually heard about it, but this has 3 games. Actually, it has more than 3 games. It has a lot of games. I think like 4 or 5. It had a movie with Jason Statham and a bunch of actually like pretty well-known actors and stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie. It's something, that's for sure. It's actually not too bad. It has Ron Perlman, guy at Hellboy, at least in the first 2 Hellboy movies. I kind of would say like maybe give it a watch if you're at all interested. It's very generic fantasy. And one of the things I can tell you about the movie is the fight scenes and like the battle scenes go on entirely way too long. Which is funny because I feel like as a kid, when you watch like Lord of the Rings or, Die Hard or whatever, the battle sequences are like always the best. And it's like, why don't they just keep making these longer or like something like that? Well, you get a taste of that in Dungeon Siege, the movie, and I see why they don't do it. It just gets very exhausting at some point. It has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, fair. I didn't say it was great. I'm just saying it had a bunch of named actors in it. It's just funny that like this little franchise had a movie and multiple games, and I feel like none of you have ever seen it or even know about it. And I actually think about, I think back on this game or this series almost like Dragon Age, where the first game, which is what we're going to play, is actually pretty damn good for its time. And instead of almost taking the formula here and iterating on it and making it better and better, they take the different direction to make it more hack and slash and actiony, where the first one here is more tactical. And the same thing happened with Dragon Age Origins, where everybody loved it. It was great. 2 started to shift more towards action. 3, more action. And then we get to Veilguard, and it's all action. It's still worth the watch at least once. Maybe. I would say maybe take a look at it. See if it's your style. But let's get into this. It also has a multiplayer. So quickly about this game. It has a single player campaign that you can play through. You can play through a co-op with friends, etc. But they also had a multiplayer campaign, which was, it more like put you in a hub that had like many directions that you could go into, kind of like an open world. But there was like an overall like campaign you were still doing. It would unlock like a final, almost like secret boss. But so this game had almost like 2 campaign and maps. Very, I think, ahead of its time. At least in these aspects. A lot of good memories from this game as far as the multiplayer, playing with a lot of people. But anyways, because you join a multiplayer map, and again, it was like a persistent world, and you didn't know where the other player was. So you'd be like, hey, where are you? And they'd be like, oh, I'm in this section. You'd be like, okay. It'd take like 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of running and following all the dead bodies to, you know, whoever was hosting the map. And then you team up and play for like a little bit. But anyways, this game is... Apparently you can still play multiplayer, you just gotta go through some like fan-made shit, which I might do one day, but maybe not on stream. Anyways, let's get into the single player. I do have a game already started, because I want to see if this worked, first off. And it does. This is off of Good Old Games. This is like $2-3 bucks. We got your standard hero. There's only 2 genders. And they're both just humans. There's only one race. I think the later games add in different races and stuff. But we're going to go with... Actually, this is the same appearance I ended up settling on when I booted up the game. And the name. It saved all that. That's interesting. But we're going to... We'll just go with Nomad instead. So at least I know the difference between these save files. And let's begin. Because I actually think the story premise here is actually pretty cool. Also, when it comes to difficulty, this is one of those games where the hard mode is stupid. Everything hits harder, everything has a lot more health, and the way that combat kind of like flows, it's very tedious if you want to succeed. It's a lot of pulling, kiting, and then that same process. And there's a lot of sections where you almost like enter into like an ambush spot where a bunch of enemies come at you, and so you're just running away. It's not very fun. I find that sort of difficulty stupid. I want to get in there, I want to just do whatever I want to do as far as just bull rushing in there with my melee dudes, and they should be able to survive. In hard mode, not really the case. So we are going to go on normal mode, which is plenty challenging. The lore, let's get it.
A long time ago, on the continent of Arana, the once magnificent empire of stars had crumbled into oblivion. Paralyzed by its own power-hungry legions, and torn asunder by an ancient and merciless evil. But the 10th Legion, the dying empire's most valiant soldiers and most trusted, withdrew far to the west, to a land called Ebb, seeking to preserve what their empire had lost. Here, in the rugged mountains and the rich valleys of their new home, they founded the Kingdom of Ebb, a kingdom that has embraced peace and freedom for 300 years. But there was a price. Few now remember the evil that opposed them. Fewer still recall the dark sorceries cast to save them. And none could foretell that one humble farmer would stand between a vengeance from the past and the survival of the kingdom.
So in the movie, Jason Statham plays the farmer. Also, we throw our hoe.
The Krug are attacking. I couldn't hold them back. You have long been my friend, but you can do nothing more for Old North. Go to Stonebridge, find Gjorn. If the Krug have elsewhere betrayed us, your bravery will be needed by the king. Go now.
No. Norwick. And now we begin. I'm gonna be honest. I think maybe this is nostalgia. Alright, we don't need any tips. I know how to play the game. Maybe it's just because I played this game back in the day, but I think this looks good still. I don't know. Uh-oh, Automod caught something. Hang on, let me... How do I get the Twitch? I'm not worried about it. But I think this game looks pretty good still. Like, this is just timeless. And this is very much old school point and click. I think actually you can use... No, you can't. Never mind. You can't use like WASD. Hang on, let me turn down the music. The music is pretty loud. But old school. So Axolot, where the narrator's voice. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt the cutscene. Who do you recognize that as? Because I don't know. This is like just, I think just generic like narrator voice. But I do like the story setup here, kind of like the Roman Empire where they have like different legions, and the vast majority of them kind of were corrupted. And you have the 10th Legion, the most noble of them all, disband or leave and then start a new kind of like kingdom. I like that setup. Good lore building. Dragon Age, the lands meet. What is that? I'll grab all this gold, but yeah, point and click. And almost like, again, old school RPG style. But again, it's a 3D style that they chose here. Where, again, I think it's very, very charming, and I think it still holds up. Now, there's a couple ways you can build your character. Let me break all this shit. Combat, I just click, and our guys fight. And it's pretty basic. But the thing is, we eventually get up to, I think it's 8 party members. That's a lot. It's 8 characters. Hang on, we're going in there. So you almost play this like an RTS, kind of like a hack and slash, but not like so much like Diablo, where it's one guy running in and murdering like hundreds of enemies at once. Like, we are pretty fragile. Well, there's a couple ways you can build out your character. Also, I think the sound effects hold up. Visuals, there's blood. A couple ways you can build out your character. Oh shit, hang on, let me deal with these fuckers real quick. Yeah. Very relaxing, very simple. But they have like the potion system. Oh, you can't see it on the screen, but I do have, there's a red potion, obviously for health, and then there are blue potions for mana. You can build your character out in a couple ways, technically 4. Melee, which is going to be your standard frontliner. You can do range with a bow, and then you have nature magic and combat magic. Magic is probably has like the most variety and options, because you actually get to almost like quick slot two spells. So we got 2 spells that we can choose between, and then if you hold it, the other spells in your spell book, you'll be able to select them from here. And there's no like skills as far as like, we will always just be swinging our weapon. Very simple. Same with the bow. You will just be shooting your bow. Very grounded, etc. And then that's why, like, spell-wise, I'll say it's like probably the most complex, because you at least get to choose between 2 spells, and then you can swap them out, I think, out of combat or even in combat. At the end of Dragon Age, when you... Oh, the lands meet. Oh, the actual event. Okay. Oh, is it one of the people? Dude, I love Loghain. He is one of my favorite characters in all of... I guess, like, fantasy. Hang on, we got a little bit of a trouble here. Our guy will also auto-attack on his own, so hands off so I can yap. The only thing we really need to monitor is our health, which is up here. And we get low enough. Also, this is real time with pause, so I can pause at any time, tell my people what to do, etc. You also notice over here in the bottom right, well, we got the glowing. Yeah, we got a story going on. But you can choose your character's formations. and then also give them like some very basic, basically like rules of engagement, like how far do they, or what do they do as far as who do they target. So weakest, strongest, closest, and then what does this do? This is just like, okay, will your character attack freely? I think we want that. Or if we want them to hold their fire. So you get some kind of basic things to do. But we'll need to get a party to kind of fully see what this is, as far as these formations, what they look like. But yeah, like I said, these guys come out of the woodwork in almost like ambush sections. And our health is getting pretty low. H is the way to drink your potion. We do have an animation that puts us, or an animation lock, when we drink potions, so we'll still be getting hit. We just leveled up our melee. And so as we're swinging, we're gaining strength, and we're also gaining a little bit of dexterity. Dexterity is obviously going to be what you use to use bows, like high-level bows. So at some point, we'll be able to, like if you're going to be a martial character, because we're going to build this guy out to be strength and melee. But he'll slowly get dexterity stuff, so eventually he'll be pretty decent with a bow. And vice versa if we went with a bow character, where they'd be primarily using some sort of ranged weapon, but they'll be getting strength too, so eventually they'll be able to have a melee set of weapons as well to swap to if we need them to, and they'll be decent at it. Brrr. If you're a spellcaster, I don't think you get any like bonus points for the other lines. I think you just mainly stick towards your spell specialization, so either combat or nature. And we'll try to get a good mix. Get him, boy, get him. Ah, I love the sound effects. This really brings me back. I think this does a great, I mean, this looks fine to me. This looks great. If I can make a game, develop a game to even like look someone like this, I hope one day we get to that point where it's like really easy to make a game like this. Get him, get him. And the Krug here, they're kind of like goblins. But I don't think they want to call them goblins. All right, we got our weapons here. There's obviously two-handed weapons and there's one-handed weapons. I'm just looking at their damage. I think we'll go with just this other blunt dagger. You can't like dual wield, so we can't have like two daggers. That kind of sucks. And also there's an auto sort. So this is a little ahead of its time. You know, auto sort. Some games don't have that still. There we go. There's a bow. I think we had a bow, but there's another bow. In this first section here, I call it the first section, but it's pretty lengthy. Really just teaching you the basics of the game. And it's a lot of swinging. Had to step out a few minutes. What did I miss? Me yapping about how to play this game and how you can build your character. Did you listen to that that part before stepping out? This is literally just us going through, just beating the shit out of anything that comes after us. These dogs here, they almost like look like little bulldogs. They're very dangerous on hard mode. They will chunk your life down pretty heavily. Also the sound effects, as far as the weather, still good, still good. There's an expansion for this game, and I don't know how to play it. Because on good old games, I think it's just this version you get. This is just the base version. And so, I wonder if it's just like one of those things that is like lost to time, essentially. Which, kind of sad. I know we talked a little bit about game preservation. We're taking a lot of hits here. We can sword and board. We can sword and board. We can two-hand. We cannot dual wield. So what they do in later games, instead of just, because this is pretty basic, but again, I think the charm of this game comes in when you get more party members. Unfortunately, it takes a little bit to get to actually picking up people, but by the time we get to the first town, we will have How many people are we gonna have? I think we'll have like 5 or 6. Like it snowballs pretty quickly. But yeah, we'll build this character out to be sword and board. But we'll also be getting points towards dexterity, which will make us better with our bow. Keeping an eye on our health over there. Unfortunately, you can't like edit the UI or customize it. So ideally, I'd want to take this, you know, my character's portrait here and kind of blow it up a bit so I can easily see while we're yapping how much health we have. Because this is a game where if you die, that's it. And the autosaves are kind of ass. But we got magic armor here, so mage armor. Very, very classic D&D stuff. We will get a spellcaster, so we'll hang on to a lot of these spells. There's also a lot of item management. And luckily, again, once we get to the first town, we'll be able to buy a pack mule that'll hold all of our shit. And it'll also be like a party member. So it's like a little bit like Diablo, a little bit like Dragon Age, and then a little bit like an RTS, because we can also like kind of do the whole click and drag. Come on, get him. One of the best things about this game is when you're just sitting there swinging at each other and nobody's hitting each other. What do we got over here? But how did I find this game? I actually went over to a buddy's house. And I can't wait to see him again. Because I'm going to tell him about this. The fact that I found this game again. And it holds up. Anyways, I saw him playing this game. And I was like, what the hell is this? And dude, we sat there for hours. Going through it. So much so that immediately after I like had my, you know, my parents take me to the store. And then I got it as well. Look at this. I think the looting in this is actually better than Baldur's Gate 3. At least on PC. Because I can just click and drag and then I only have to press one thing. I love how these old school games kind of had like really good quality of life that maybe modern games should take a page out of. Yeah, you don't get that almost like that rogue playstyle. You kind of just get the basic archer, warrior, and then spellcaster. This bear, by the way, is like kind of like the first mini boss, but it's totally optional. He hits hard though, but he's got 50 health. We're just gonna beat him down. Also, when we drink a potion, you drink like a portion of it. You don't drink the whole thing. At least until, you know, you're restoring that 200 health. There we go. Got him. We got getting some armor. I also think the armor design in this game is really good. Obviously, not right now. We're still like in the basic shit, but you go through the visual progression as well. 32 gold. Yes, yes, yes. Is this one of them survival games? You know what, Kronos? I see what you're saying, brother. I get why you'd say that. Because this almost does look like a survival game, but no. This is like an old school RPG. Almost like a simplified version of something like Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, but with like 3D graphics. A predecessor to Dragon Age Origins. But I still think it holds up extremely well. And hopefully I can show off at least why this game was so appealing back in the day. And I have a lot of nostalgia for it, so obviously I can understand if somebody's looking at this and they're like, I don't know about this one here, Nomad. This one doesn't look like a winner. It was back in the day. It had a lot of fun things, especially with the multiplayer. And then the party-based system. Well, I can't wait till we get to those people. It's gonna be a hot minute. Get him, get the bug. Sloth, if I could figure out how to easily get the multiplayer up, I would try to convince us to do it. Because I think there's a lot of love with this. Oh boy, we got this early. Why am I excited? Because this is like the first sword. Yes, usually don't get this until the crypt. But this always makes me very happy. Because now we look like a proper, you know, we're getting to like a warrior. Hey, if people say absolutely they love M64, what is M64? You mean N64? Yeah. I love the fact that we just have a sword now. Nomad increases strength. Nice. Ah, now we get to the inventory management side of everything. Hang on, I got some murdering to do. Get out of here, bug. Oh, Super Mario 64. Gotcha. Yeah, but like, I gotta tell you guys, Nintendo, the developers, you know, for Nintendo, so that make Mario, Zelda, etc., are absolute technical wizards when it comes to developing their games. I'm talking about how good the first party Switch games look. It's amazing. It's amazing that they're able to make games look so good with admittedly like weak hardware. Like I always appreciate that about these older systems, the developers that were able to take the hardware and really push it to its limits without basically suffering like frame drops and like stutterings and things like that. Get him, boys, get him. Worn battle bow there, so we're getting some good things. Pokemon Violet. Okay, not Pokemon. Pokemon's notoriously shit. I even know that the developers are just coasting on the IP for that one. They have lore books here. I don't know if these really matter. Yeah, we're getting a lot of crap here. We gotta start picking and choosing. So this dull pitchfork, I think we'll get rid of it. This pitchfork does 6 to 10 damage and has a 10% chance to block. Funnily enough, there was like PvP in this game, and it really wasn't about having the highest stats as far as like strength, dexterity. Come here, boy. These little bugs. Ah, if I could have got the turkey there, all three of them. But the best stat for PvP was literally like evasion and block, because you could get it to basically 100%. And so PvP matches, if you decided you want to duel somebody, it literally was there, you just sitting there, you two just sitting there swinging at each other for 10 minutes, waiting for somebody to somehow get through and actually strike a blow. Oh.
I should have guessed you'd be cleaving your way
Also,
to
voice
Stonebridge
acting.
to find out what's got the Krug all stirred up. If you could spare a few minutes to help an old neighbor before you go, I've a favor to ask.
See this, Square Enix? You can have voice acting and everything.
When I realized the Krug were actually attacking us, I tried to get to the safety of my cellar, but they had a little welcome party waiting for me. If you need any supplies for the long trek to Stonebridge, and wouldn't mind clearing out the remaining Krug downstairs, you can help yourself to whatever you need from my stalls.
This guy's he's a pretty awesome dude, Edgar. But he's got 2 dead Krug in here that he took care of. You're a real one, dude. I'd like to take you with me, but anyways, we're gonna go into his cellar. There are interiors. I don't think there's actually any loading screens in this game, other than like the initial boot up. More of these fuckers in here. Yeah, this game had PvP. Was it good? No. I just remember having like this fully decked out character, and I was like, I'm like max power. I'll do some PvP. Dude just killed me over and over and over again. I'm like, why can't I fucking hit you? And then he's like, dude, you don't have like any evasion, and that's the most important thing. Anyways, he gave me like his old stuff, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, you had like clan battles and stuff. Really good. I have the Pixel remaster of the FF game, so I have them on PC and Switch. I have played through 1 like 4 times. I love Final Fantasy 1. Rip mana. I'll take that. All the exciting things you get in this game, by the way, are like spells. But we're not going to be using spells on this character. But I played through Final Fantasy 1 multiple times. I love that game. Again, it's kind of like a classic D&D adventure. Very short. like the no-named characters, so you get to insert your own thing with them. Oh, you can't play... So, Kronos, you played the 3D version of FF4? What is like the major difference with that one? Because I've seen that one. But I've only played the 2D, the pixel one. Like, how much has changed in the 3D version of FF4? Leech Life, I'll take that as well. I don't think I can use any of these spells yet. No, I need combat magic level 2. Okay. But look, our inventory is already full. Let's get rid of this staff. Let's get rid of the pitchfork. Let's get rid of our hoe. I hate getting rid of the shit, but we gotta make room. We have a long way to go before we get to another merchant, by the way. Everything is ridiculously harder. It's like playing a game on hardcore mode. Oh boy. It's still like turn-based though, right? Is it like the same kind of active, it's not active combat, it's ATB, active battle, turn-based battle? I don't know what it's called. There's like a certain term for the turn-based mode that they used from like FF7 that they kind of went back and I think they did the same thing with like FF6. But here's another ambush. If we were playing on hard mode, we literally could only pull like a couple of these, and if we were getting hit this many times, we'd be dead. Oh, it plays the same otherwise? Okay, okay. I think it was FF6 that started the ATB system for turn-based, and then they also iterated on it with Final Fantasy VII. And I think they kept some version of it for 8 and 9, and then 10 had just standard turn-based. Oh, we got a new enemy here. So these are spell casting Krug, even though they are they're kind of funny because they punch you, and they're not casting any spells yet, which is interesting. It's an interesting choice, but they're always so slow. I'm so happy with we got a sword early. Because when you want to play like a warrior, like a knight or whatever, yeah, you want a sword, right? You want a sword board, and this game like kind of gives you just a hoe, a pitchfork, a dagger, and you're like, damn it, when do I get the good stuff? And there's also a bunch of like little side places to go to. Come here. Ooh, melee level 2. Another little neat thing. Oh, hang on. Let me get back to murdering. So this is like a special enemy. It has like that glowing aura on it, like god rays that come down from the sky to let you know, hey, this guy's a little dangerous. Because you can technically play this game in like this map view instead. And it's actually funny to see that you can like just play completely like top down. Oh, just grabbed everything. I love that. But you can play this way. And this is like even like more old school. But again, the 3D element, I think it just adds so much more like immersion. Also traps, so we just took an arrow through the chest. Our character's dead. But this game has classes. But they are just based on what your skills are leveling up. So I think if we went like 2 into melee, 1 into range, it would give us a different class name. We're just going to stay all melee. I think that's the way to go with this game. What do the classes really mean? Nothing really. Because our first class was called Farmer. It's like the base. It's like the cadet. Oh, we got thick leather. A little bit different as far as the aesthetic. But it's just like your normal padded leather here. Man, I gotta tell you, I think these old school games did armor really well. Let's get into the cave. We need as much gold as possible. There's a staff. We're not gonna take that. These fuckers coming out of the ground. Gonna get them. Yeah. Kronos is 100% a computer game, and so for the sequels, because I think there's 3 mainline entries, and then there's like a PSP game. I'm trying to think what else. But I think the sequel, so Dungeon Siege 2, is on consoles, or maybe it's Dungeon Siege 3. One of them, they made the transition to consoles as well. But yeah, this first one here, which in my opinion is the best one, only PC. And I like this one because simple, the aesthetic is pleasing, combat's fine. I'm a lazy gamer, so I just like the vibe. And then the party system, which again, we'll get to the party system in a little bit. This first section is very much just us running through the forest and just murdering all these Krug. Look, coming up at us here. This is what I was talking about with like hard mode. We'd be totally kind of fucked. It would just take forever to get through these spots. But I'm just happy this works because I think there's a Steam version of this game too. Maybe they delisted it, but it doesn't work. I don't know what's going on with the Steam version, what they did differently, but it seems like Good Old Games is very reliable with PC games, just giving you the installer and then it just runs. So I think I'm going to start building up my Good Old Games library a little bit more seriously now with the whole... Really, this whole Sony getting rid of physical disc has like really kicked up a shitstorm. I think I underestimated how big of a shitstorm it would be. Because I was just like, you know, we're playing on PC mostly here. We've never had physical disc in a long time, but no. People are pissed. Oh, but we do have a dude here.
Damn fool Krug.
Damn fool Krug.
None too bright, but today I seen everything. They torched this here bridge, and then set to driving a wagon caravan across while it was still a-burning. Now the only way to Stonebridge is that-a-ways, and that means going through the old crypts to the road beyond. You ain't gonna catch me going that way.
Oh, no, we ain't gonna catch you going that way. Honestly, if I was a character in any, like, fantasy setting, this would be me. Just your farmer, it's like, ain't no way I'm going to no crypt, fuck that shit. I'm gonna stand here and wait for the hero to do it all. This would be me. Donald, Dungeon Siege means a lot to you? Dude, me too. What was your favorite Dungeon Siege game? Because there's a few of them out there. Got these wolves. These things are also dangerous on hard mode. We actually got pretty lucky with the loot as far as getting a sword first, and then this armor is pretty good. There are like set pieces, like the loot, the named loot is not randomized. What characters drop though, that is. One, okay, good. Yeah, I was gonna say there's only one right answer when it comes to Dungeon Siege, and that's one. One is the best. Did you ever dabble in the multiplayer? Yeah. Yeah, there were a bunch of hacks for the game too. I forgot all about that. Mods, yeah. And it was like the wild, wild west. Got him. I always like, because there's always like little side paths, right, in the trail. It's around this section when I'm like, do we really want to go exploring in these forests? But you can just, hang on. What is the button for this? Oh, it's just tab. You always can just kind of go up here and see how far the map really wants you to go. And this is kind of how you, if you want to be like a 100% completionist, kind of, and make sure you're not missing anything, this is how you do it. Or an easy way to do it, because if we go back to like the, you know, the 3D camp, like we're in the fucking middle of the forest. I can't see shit. And they do, luckily, they do provide some signs that say, hey, crypts. I mean, look at that. This looks good still. I can read that. It's legible. I tell you what, there's something to be said. Okay, so we got like a wolf over there. It's an alpha wolf. Luckily, there is this little shrine here. And when you step on it, it just heals you. So if we just stay here, it won't heal the enemy. So we just need to make sure we stay on this platform. Are you coming? Come here. Come on. Get over here. Anyways, as long as we stand on it, we're going to continually generate health. They won't. So we can just sit here and basically swing away. We're all missing each other, by the way. Sound design. I just think a lot of companies miss this. Yeah, nothing more frightening than a wolf with a god ray glow. I'll take the 30 gold, thank you very much. How about you? And so we're gonna get, I'm trying to think. We're gonna get a character in the crypts at the end, and she's a character you can kind of like a blank slate, so you can choose what she's going to like specialize in. But then almost like immediately after that, we get to the town and we pick up another melee character, just from the story. But then we have the option to hire a pack mule, a mage, and an archer. So I'm wondering if the girl in the crypt, we make her an archer. We double up on our melee dudes. How old is this game? 2022. 22. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. 2002. So over 2 decades old. Get him! There we go. Again, I think this game was ahead of its time in a lot of respects. Yeah, full archer squad, by the way, is hilarious. Because the arrows really will stick in the enemies the entire time, and it's just funny to see like one enemy take like 13 arrows. Let's grab all this shit. For some reason, they keep these bugs in these cages. I'm not sure why. Oh wait, they brought these from the mountain. Actually, they talk about this. There's some lore there, guys. We love lore. Okay, we got some gloves. All right, we are visually progressing as a character. Unfortunately, they don't have like cloak physics or designs, so we're not going to be getting that ranger aesthetic. So I think we better just kind of lean more towards like the knight look, plate mail, stuff like that. Crypts are this way, guys. It's the way we're going. Got to go around. Damn fool, Krug. That line gets me every time. And eventually these guys will get a little bit beefier, but then we'll start trading out like enemy factions. Because there's a whole... I can't remember how long this game is, but I feel like it's pretty lengthy. I don't know what this is doing for us. Oh shit. I completely forgot about this. Nice. What we got down here? Okay, we got some gargoyles. So we got some like undead crypts, and we know how much I love fighting the undead or creepy shit. I forgot that you can also move like the camera by like going to the edge of the screens. That's why I like call it like a little bit like an RTS at times too. Because this was around when like Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2 or StarCraft 1, sorry, came out. So like the whole dragon, you know, the whole hold and drag to select things. Really cool. Come here, you little fuckers. Yeah, it's been forever since playing this game. At least doing the full playthrough. Oh, we got some skeletons. Love some skeletons. Get them. And I think the game, Donald, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh god, you're beating the shit out of us. Drink our potion. Dented mace. We'll take that. No, we won't take that. Eventually our inventory is literally just going to be all potions. Alright, tethered leather, we don't need that. I don't remember how much this book will sell for. How big is this thing? Okay, there we go. 8 to 10. Alright, that's better, because this is 3 to 11, so there's a lot of variation with that damage. I'd rather have more consistent. So we'll take the mace right now. Ah, get him. Oh boy, we got a staff there. It looks like a bladed staff as well. What can we get rid of? We don't need all these daggers, let's be honest. I'm just looking for like maximizing the expensive stuff in our inventory. Here we go. Intelligence 12, and then it adds 1 mana per hit. I don't understand this one too much. Because as a spellcaster, you really don't want to be in melee. So what are you supposed to do? When you run out of spells or mana, you then just quickly swap to going into melee, because you can do that. We can select just using our spell, and I guess if we run out of mana, we can just switch to our weapon and then get some mana back. Dog, the dog's barking. Huh, Microsoft, when they made good games. They don't do that anymore. Well, recently. But what I was gonna say is, correct me if I'm wrong, Donald, but with your party members, doesn't the world scale with how many members you have on your team? So if we just do this whole game solo, there will be less enemy density, as opposed to if we fill out our party roster, there'll be a crap ton more enemies. Does that happen with this game? Yeah, Microsoft. I mean, we can still talk about the layoffs and the state of the industry, because I think it's in dire need of a reset, and I think at least Microsoft is going... Xbox is doing that, right? They're doing a reset. You thought I just earned more XP? Okay, you might be right. I was just checking. Yeah, get them! Like, in the perfect world, if they were to make like a Dungeon Siege 2, like a proper Dungeon Siege 2, because the second one, again, it goes more towards like hack and slash, Diablo, like big abilities, like it's just too much. This feels like more grounded, more immersive. But they would have done things like add, because this is a mace, this is blunt damage, so they could add like a damage type system. Take a little bit deeper. Yeah, it went downhill. God, I love the one-shots. We're getting close to the crypt. How do I know that? Because there's a skeleton right here. But anyways, yeah, the blunt damage would like one-shot these skeletons, something like that. I need him to like run to enemies who are hitting him. I think that'll do it. Character stays in the vicinity to pursue enemies. I feel like that's good enough. Yeah, Donald, we talk about the movie a little bit with Jason Statham, Ron Perlman's in it. Who else? I think the guy who did the Vice City, Grand Theft GTA Vice City, the main guy, Tony, he's in it. You haven't gotten through it? Yeah, it's not very good. I was talking about how the battle, like, the story's whatever. It's very generic fantasy. It also really doesn't follow the game. It does, like, in a weird way. But one of the things about the movie is the fact that the combat, the action scenes, literally last forever. Like, they spent so much time with, like, the battle scenes, it's just like, this is exhausting. Walking is the best defense, I guess, against an axe or a mace. You can dodge shit in this game, by the way. So when this bug is shooting at me, if we just keep strafing back and forth like this, they will never out. Okay, it's a good chance they won't hit us. Ah. Yeah, they tried with the movie. They really tried. They put a lot of money into it, and I don't think it made back any of that. What do these fairies look like? They almost look like skeletons. Oh, okay, well, it doesn't let us get close enough. This game is great as far as like how it holds up. Yeah, it's a simpler RPG. For Fernando, yes, you can be a mage. So we do have, and let me beat the shit out of these wolves real quick. Oh, I like wolves. Anyways, there's another one over here. Hang on. Clearing out the forest while we're at it. But up here on the left side, there are two types of magic. There's combat magic. Well, actually, it's just really in this screen. There's two types of magic. Nature magic, combat magic. And you get a spell book, and you can slot in 2 spells to basically quick swap 2. But also, if you hold it down, and if there's other spells in your spell book, you'll be able to select them from here. So to get like the most variety, and to feel like you're actually doing things, like as far as more actively, the best playstyle is to be a mage, because as a melee character here, this is all I'm going to be doing the entire game. is running up to people and hitting with my melee weapon, whatever it is. But as a magic user, you'll be able to swap out spells, a lot of experimentation. Oh, there is an autosave. Look at us. That's good, because if you don't autosave, this is one of those games that you die and that's it. Oh yeah, you can be a skeleton in the mod for... Dude, Donna, you're literally bringing back a flood of memories that I didn't know were there. Anyways, we're in the crypt now. Fuck you, gargoyles. one of us will hit each other. But it is best to kind of make sure your characters kind of stick in their lane. Like, I don't want to be mixing skill lines. So, like, I can switch to fireball. Nice miss. Yeah, take that. Yeah. Anyways, you don't really want to be diversifying your playthrough on one, or playstyle with one character. You kind of want to just stick with one thing. But the funny thing is, once there's a mace. We have, oh god, that was a hard hit. Hit him. Okay, good. But one thing that's really cool is, as we get further into the game, and say we do want to switch to our bow, or maybe some spells, if we hit like a high level enemy, and we're low level, our levels will like shoot up drastically. Let's get, I want to pick up this mace. Should be a little bit better than what we have. Yeah, 10 to 13 damage, 8 to, yeah. New mace, love it. This is Dungeon Siege 1. And there's a couple Dungeon Siege game. Like now we're stuck on the Dragon Age series. There's a couple Dungeon Siege games, but none of them are really like this one. They all shift more towards a hack and slash, kind of like Diablo-esque. Like they lean more into that. And in my opinion, they don't do it very well. They should have gone with more of this, continued with this tactical style. Same could be said for the Dragon Age series. They should have stayed towards tactical, but this is also real time with pause. So we can pause at any time, swap out what we're doing, change our formation, drink potions when we need to. This is not the disc version. So this is what I got off of Good Old Games, which at the moment, I think the sale's still going on. You can get Dungeon Siege 1, 2, and 3 for like $3. And this game alone, I was just like, yep, I don't care about the other two games, but I'm picking this shit up. And really what spurred it on was the whole, again, Sony getting rid of physical disc. I'm like, I should really make sure that the games that I own, I have access to for a long time. Because, you know, I have a son, I have a daughter. I'm going to one day be like, come sit down with your old man and let me tell you a tale of Dungeon Siege. And they'll be like, now, Dad, I want to play Roadblocks. And I'm like, we're not playing that fucking shit. Sit down on my lap and let's play some Dungeon Siege, you little bastards. That is exactly how that conversation will go. Oh no, I am making my kids play... We got a heft axe. I wonder how good that is. I am making my kids play the goats of the series. So, Vagrant Story, the original Final Fantasy VII. They can play Ivalice Chronicles for Final Fantasy Tactics because I think the updated version it's the same game. It just plays better. Yeah, we want to use this. This is 13 to 17. Oh yeah, we're two-handing this bitch now. Hacking away. They won't care. They will care. They will sit down and they will enjoy it. They'll see what gaming was like when developers were allowed to... We gotta watch our health here. There are a lot of enemies. Get them. That's when it's pretty dangerous in this game, when you have multiple range enemies, because they just kind of plink away at you. Little bits of health. But it's when those melee enemies then hit you as well. Quit dreaming? No. Never. Listen, when you have kids, you control their lives for a long time. So, I will do that. As long as I can. Mana potions, we don't need to hold on to a lot of these. God, I can't wait till we get a frickin'... Okay, so this worn battle bow 7 to 12. What is this one? 8 to 14. We'll take that. I don't know if we need these rags. I wish they told you how much they were going to sell for. I will take this potion now. Oh, Hexalot, I was tempted to booting up Tactics as well for today, because guys, the original plan was to play freaking Lord of the Rings online, but they have 4-hour fucking maintenance right during the time that we freaking stream. So I was like, shit. So we pivoted to this. But Tactics, it's one of those games where if I start, we're going to do a full series. I'm not ready for that yet. We need to finish Baldur's Gate 3, the evil mode, the evil playthrough. Oh, we got a big skeleton now. He's got a little armor on, a shield, a hatchet, and the weapon he's going to drop for us is called Hack. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. Almost died there. Get him. Get him. It's a cursed playthrough, but literally the playthrough has made us evil. See, there we go. Hack. I remember that. Also, we get a shield. So if we want to go sword and shield, we can. And I think we'll do that with our 2 melee characters. We'll have one person 2-hand, and the next person sword and board. Or, you know, whatever and board. Let's take this. Donald, I think you're in good company. Final Fantasy Tactics is the best. Whatchamacallit? Final Fantasy. This is 14 to 17. This is actually better and it's faster. But I'm still going to hold on to this. We can get rid of this 1 potion. Will this go straight to my... No. Okay. Hang on, we're going to drop this. Pick this up. Oh, we don't have enough strength yet. Alright. Fair enough. We'll hang on to that. I feel like this book is going to sell for like literally 1 gold and we're just holding on to it for whatever reason. There's lore in there, but we're not going to read it. Oh yeah, Donald, I know. You're talking about hacks as in sketchy downloads. What the kids called today, well, no, they still call them hacks and like cheats, but I feel like for Dungeon Siege, they were like, a lot of them were like mods instead, where they altered the game in fun ways. I mean, they did break it. But I think people think of hacks today as like wall hacks, stuff in like online games that are like competitive, whereas Dungeon Siege it's not. Okay, oh, we got some traps here. The old school fireball traps. How do these... Somebody explain to me the mechanical machinations that make these things spit out fire forever. Is it just 1 enchantment spell that lasts forever? Did it eventually run out of juice? So we're upgrading our potions, so we have all these small potions. Now we're getting big potions with 500 and 400 juice in them instead of the 200. You've got a spell book there. And this is going to open up these other doors here, which we could skip this. This is another spell book. We already have a plain spell book. You get other ones later on that add some stats. Get rid of that. Grab that. Here comes the welcome party. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. So this room can be very dangerous. A lot of enemies hitting us. We got to keep an eye on our health. As soon as I dip a little bit below half, because things can go to shit real quick. We chug a potion. Ooh, we got Charged Fist. I feel like a lot of spells in this game kind of suck, but there's a lot of them, so it's okay. Donald, do you really even need to download any mods for Age of Empires? You can just get the Corvette and then just shoot everything. Let's see there. Life in Stonebridge. Okay, that's the place we're going to. I don't know. If we want to take that book. I don't remember how much book sells for, so we're gonna take it, because potions actually pretty freaking common. We're gonna take all the books, we're gonna sell them, hopefully big profits. Let's see here. Magic. Okay, Fernando, I was thinking the same thing. Utility bill for maintaining all this magic must be a fucking fortune. Big room. And we're really close to getting our second character. Get him. Get him. Oh, boy. Drink your potion. Hexalot, I have looked into it. The reusable K-Cups, but not yet. I still have like a Costco size of theirs to go through. Oh, shit. I was like, are we out of potions? We're not. This is also one of those games where the potion hotkey, you can only drink a potion if it's in your inventory. So if we have two characters, that's two different inventories. If the other character doesn't have any potions in them, they won't drink a potion. So that's a little bit old school. What do we need here? We need 14 strength. We're only at 11 or 12. But you can see our dexterity is also going up very slowly. Right now, we're still a squire. Yeah. Grab all this. We don't really need those health potions. I don't think there's anything else like in this place as far as named good gear. Well, yeah, reusable coffee cups. I mean, it's very convenient for my setup. I think if we take this potion, is something going to happen? Yeah, I think a firebolt's going to come after us. Let's... this only has six more juice in it. There we go. I don't know who gets hit by that. That's the other thing. Traps are actually very dangerous on hard mode, or at least they chunk down your health. What else can we get rid of? I want to keep all the spells because I feel like those sell for a pretty penny. Another firebolt coming at me? Yeah. More skeletons. I love this crypt. This is such a vibe. There's another good one, like, after the first town. There's a brittle bow. Ooh, boots. How are our boots? Our boots provide 0 defense. Okay, we're gonna get rid of them. Alright, what are we gonna put down for a second here while we do... Alright, put the boots on. One freaking defense. Good, good. This is 9 to 15. This is 8 to 14. So we'll keep that bow. I want to keep my mace. I feel like this is going to sell for more than those bows. Couple traps shooting me right in the chest. How do these things know exactly where I'm standing? I don't know. I don't know. Got a nice bit of gold going on here, huh? Oh, I hate my phone when it always autocorrects. And it's not even just the swear words, because I do swear a lot, and it's like, are you sure you mean that? I'm like, yeah, I do. But yeah, other words, I'm like, ugh. Stop correcting me. I mean, there's something satisfying about fighting skeletons in a crypt. It's like very classic D&D. Because I did want to talk about, you know, with Lord of the Rings, kind of, again, it heavily inspired the D&D universe. Or like our traditional, like, fantasy. Because of course there was fantasy before Lord of the Rings. I mean, you have, like, Camelot, The Tale of Arthur. You have Beowulf. Everything from the Greeks as well. Lotro is like, again, like the godfather for D&D fantasy. There we go, another potion. Always collecting the gold. Ooh, a rusted metal buckler. We'll probably be able to use that because this is like the shittier version. There we go. This literally looks like... This looks so crubby, like just crappy. I was gonna say crubby, I don't know. It looks like shit. It literally looks like a rusted circle. And that's our shield. Love it. The visual progression will happen. There's another metal buckler there. But we already have one. I'm just wondering if they're worth more than anything we have here. We are about to get a second character, so we can always just kind of come back. Let's see here. I think it's just in the next room. Oh no, you know what? I think we have a boss fight. There are bosses in this game. Obviously, other than the shiny god ray people. We're about to level up again too, and it does the thing where whenever you level up your skill, come here, you get like a full thing of health. There we go. What does it say we are? We're still a squire. Ooh, a hammer. Well, I don't mind if I do. A little bit better than our sword there. Our gladius. I mean, that's like a Roman weapon, right? So they are leaning into that kind of real historical weaponry and setting. What do we want to get rid of? There's a bigger health potion. I think we just get rid of the mana potion for right now. We're not using magic. Ow. Open these up. More gold. Good, good. Unfortunately, there is no, like, necromancer in this game. I know that's a popular, like, fantasy type. But one of the things I really want to talk about with Lord of the Rings Online is, so when you play a necromancer in, like, most games, one of the class fantasies you can play with necromancer is, like, a minion master. So you have, like, your own, like, little undead party. But in... Oh, wait, yeah, you're right, Donald. You can summon enemies in this game. That's right, you can. Okay, never mind. You can play like a necromancer. I lied. You don't get like a lot of necrotic, Matt? I guess maybe you do. We're gonna find out. I mean, I'll find out. I don't think we're gonna continue to stream this game multiple times. I don't know. Maybe we will. This is definitely a vibe. But one of the things that I love about Lord of the Rings Online is the captain, that class. Also, I like how the torches light up. Anyways, and then there's this big ass gargoyle. This is like the first boss, and he shoots lasers, freaking laser beams at you, and they chunk you down. We need to be a little careful. I don't think he can miss either. Stop shooting me with your lasers. Okay, good. Come on. Make sure we drink our potions. I really don't want to die. I should probably be like saving more. Get him. Heartstopper, yeah, so that's the first, like, named bow, which it takes a little bit to use it, so we're gonna hang on to this one still. Oh boy. What do we want? This is RPG 101. Make sure your inventory is full as hell, so you gotta make the hard choices. There we go. Nicely put it in there. But in Lord of the Rings Online, the captain class lets you sort of play like a necromancer, but it's with like actual other like humanoid allies. So you get to summon this banner carrier, and I always love that. I love having like my own like humanoid squad. It's very cool. But we'll hold off on that. There's a character, our second character. You can totally skip her if you want. Rip Mana.
You are either a hero or the most spectacular fool I've ever had the good fortune to meet. Whoever you are, accept my thanks. I am the scribe Eulora. Another day forced to translate tomb markers for the Krug, and I'd have gone as mad as old Prince Edvard. These thick-headed brutes barely understand fire. How can they have now mastered necromancy? This does not bode well, but I doubt we'll learn more here. I think there's an exit just to the east of here. Shall we travel together?
Yes, we will travel together, because some of the other companions cost gold.
My thanks. I did not cherish the thought of finding my way alone. Let's make haste.
You see that, Square Enix? You can afford voice acting in Final Fantasy XIV. Anyways. She has some cool stuff for us. I actually like her leather better on our melee character. So again, she's kind of like a blank slate, where she has one nature, one range, one melee. I mean, it's decent voice acting. It's good. We'll just say it's good. It fits the vibe. It's not taking me out of the experience, put it that way. I think we will make her our archer. Because we're gonna, here's how this is basically gonna work. We're gonna have 2 melee characters, 1 ranged, 1 nature magic, 1 combat magic. And if we get any more characters, which I think we might stumble into, we might throw in another archer, because I just like having a bunch of archers. Anyways, I want to swap over, give you the torn leather. Okay, don't want to give it to me just yet. Is there a way you can see everybody's inventory at once? because there's a select all. There we go. Okay, that makes things much easier. And is there a way to like... There we go. We can also quick give them shit too. Okay. Everything's coming together beautifully. Should we give her some spells? No, she's got enough health potions. She shouldn't be taking too much damage. But let's also need to give her the armor. God damn these controls. There we go. Also, there's no way to hide your helmet, so we are looking like a dweeb when we have a dumb helmet on. Give her a bow. Now we got a party. So you can just have your character that you've selected, and they will follow. That's what this little button down here does. So if we take that off, obviously she will not follow us. So we will have her follow us. She will do the same rules of engagement we have. These formation buttons don't really matter until you get a lot more people, and even then, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no classes, just skills. Do I plan on playing Neverwinter Nights? Which Neverwinter Nights? Essentially. Because yes, I've looked at that game many a times. I look at like all the old D&D games and I'm like, would I enjoy this? Is this worth a pickup? I think a lot of people would say yes. So they're gonna go around. You're gonna shoot. You're gonna shoot. There we go. Look at her go. So again, this is when it gets more to that kind of like RTS style. Also, we can pause, remember that, and then we can select our targets, because right now it's like, I can't see shit. Look at us now. Woohoo! So I go back and forth between just controlling my main melee dude here. Also, I love this armor. I think it looks so cool. What is this called again? Just this torn leather. It's kind of like got the studs on it. Almost like Henry Cavill's like Witcher armor. I think it was in season 1 or 2. But anyways, I go back and forth between just controlling my main character and then having everybody selected. Also, we just took a crap ton of damage. Now that we have another party member, also, if our character goes to 0 health, we will go to a downed, almost like knocked out state, instead of just like straight up dying. Because prior to picking up another party member, yeah, if you die, you fall over and you literally just drop all your shit like in Diablo. Now at least we'll go into a down state. Nice, good double hit there. They say, I don't know where I remember seeing this, but they say that like, yeah, as you get older, so people like in retirement homes, etc., they actually encourage them to play video games because it's like mentally stimulating. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you want me playing when I'm 80? Got it, no problem. Oopsie. Because I love I feel like these games, again, they age extremely well. They're easy to play. And I'm waiting for the moment where it's like, I'm too old to play and compete in these video games, but I gotta tell you guys, this shit hasn't happened yet. Not there. Because I follow, like, the StarCraft scene. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, like the StarCraft 2. And it just was one of those games where all the younger people, they just performed better. It was just like the dexterity. And people got aged out. I'm wondering if they got aged out or they just got kind of bored. I don't know. Yeah, you're playing hardcore WoW. I love, I do like classic WoW. I was gonna say, I love hardcore WoW. No, I don't. I enjoy it. It's very stressful, though. Also, they get the revive, so a little bit more enemies going on here. They have the spellcaster. He's going to continue. I think he continually uses the resurrection. I feel like Age of Empires is better when it comes to like playing competitively. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's easier for somebody who, again, they get older to play Age of Empires on a competitive level. And I'm talking out of my ass, by the way. I'm not entirely sure. I just know I feel like StarCraft is one of those games where as you do get older, it's like harder to compete. Okay, got to get rid of all the dogs over here. We're going to go into some interiors. But remember, no loading screens. Very impressive for back in the day. These are like Legion guards, by the way. I love their armor. You had to use a hack or a mod to kill Townsguard to get them to drop this look. Because naturally through the game, we're not going to be able to... We don't have access to that armor. Why do I remember that? I don't know. It's because I like looking like one of the characters that belong in the world. So, you know, if you're playing a guardsman, I want that armor. And that was the way to get it. Yeah, StarCraft goes hard. StarCraft's real. It's. You see somebody who is an expert or a professional at StarCraft, and you're like, oh shit. Ooh, we got a special Krug shaman here. Huskar the shaman. We will pick all this up. Please, Baldur's Gate 4, have this sort of system where you can just click, drag, and then loot everything. I know on controller, of course, there is the... How do I change who's my main? Okay, I guess that does it. I know on controller support, obviously there is the... You hold down the button and it loots the area. We need that for a mouse and keyboard. Is essentially what I'm getting to. Yeah, those games are like very hotkey dependent as far as like... It's just like making sure all you're creating workers, you're moving over to expand your like economy to take over a new mineral field. You got to be making sure you're producing units. Oh yeah, you're sending in that attack to disrupt their mineral line, etc. It's a fucking shit show. Does StarCraft have shipbuilding? It is ADHD. I feel like it's more maybe it's more of a mental thing for StarCraft. I don't know. What do you, Sir Axolot, what do you mean by shipbuilding? Because there are like custom game modes that the community creates where you literally do build like your own ship. But it's RTS, so it's all... Oh, this is a big field here. What is this hotkey? Because if I'm controlling her, I want her to like run around and kite while he sits there and just beats the shit out of all the other ones. Nice. Your health does regenerate very slowly. And we eventually will get a spellcaster. Or a healer, a dedicated healer. Oh shit. Okay, pause. Thank God this has pause. Heal. Switch over to you. I mean, you gotta love the simplicity of just being an archer in the back. Sometimes your aim is ass though, and they just miss everything. How are we on our bow? 10 meters. How much? Oh, this is better. And then what else we got going on? I don't think we've picked up anything crazy that's going to change up as far as like loot, anything that we really need to use. We got another hack. All right, 2 more. We're about to hit 13. 1 more, then we'll be able to use the metal buckler there. Axolot, when I was doing family night D&D, my brother was like, I think it's time for us all to play Star Citizen, and it's like, I'm not doing that. I know it's different than Starfield, but same thing with like shipbuilding. Which is a cool concept. I did, what was it, No Man's Sky. They added shipbuilding. And I made the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian, and I called it a day. I was like, well, that was fun. Oh, pause, because these little fuckers are hard to hit. And we're almost at the first town. Got a big Krug camp here. Damn fool Krug. I need to get that soundbite and then figure out how to use it. No bad, just increased in strength. Very good. Always resurrecting one of them. You bastard. So I want him to stay in the front line. I mean, he's doing all the work in front. Good, good. Very satisfying to have like a tank in front. Pick up all the shit. If I need a kite with her like I do now. So if we were doing hard mode, again, we'd be doing a lot of kiting and be so annoying. How are you? God, I kind of like how this playthrough has started better than my other one. I might just make this my main one. Because we're basically at where I stopped when I was like, does this game really work? It sure as shit does. Ooh. Got a new buckler. And our inventory is full as hell. Alright, let's grab you two. We're right by the town. Alright, what is this? 13 strength. For damage, range damage reduced by 5%. That's pretty good. That's better than this. And we can use it now. Hell yeah. Better loot. We still want to carry as much as possible. Oh. The only way I would play Starfield, Sir Axolot, is if I did that full freaking mod that turned it into a Star Wars game. Because other than that, there's like really nothing that has been appealing to me about Starfield. Which makes me very nervous about Elder Scrolls 6. How do I... Maybe I'll just use the side map. I'm trying to, when I click and drag, I just want my melee guy to be always the one that the camera follows. But yeah, the way Starfield launched, where it was very lackluster, makes me a little bit nervous for Elder Scrolls 6. Get him! Again, these little bulldogs. Like, even though, like, again, this is a very simple art style, but it's timeless. I can tell what everything is. The visual design is about as good as it gets from 2002. I think there's some little fuckers over here that are going to come out of the ground. There he is. He hurts. Okay. Get the gold. Online lost your respect for Elder Scrolls. I think that did that for a lot of people. We all, if you're gonna make an online game, we wanted Skyrim, but like multiplayer. We did not get that. I love it chopping these little things up, these little bugs. The crunch. Curve. So now they got some grunt units too, so a little bit of armor. But holding down the front line. My little army. Let's drink a potion. Maybe next week. Well, hang on. We gotta get that Locho stream in, but maybe after we finish our Locho stream and I go through kind of what that game's about in a live format, we will then switch to, and we'll do ESO. We'll talk about ESO, because I have a lot to say about it. Again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That might be just the name for the stream. Range 2? Nice. I mean, it's like the same thing they did with Fallout 76. Sir Axel, I do want you to play an MMO. I think they are so... Again, I believe we have the same taste as far as we like our RPGs with a strong class fantasies, maybe a little bit of Buildcraft. immersive worlds, and I think MMOs just really scratch that itch. Oh, we made it. Stonebridge.
With only a name given by a dying friend, our beleaguered hero entered the battle-worn gates of Stonebridge. Who could know then that the arrival of one
There are cinematics every now and then
from the fields would change the very course of the kingdom?
A little bit of cinematics. Who we gotta talk to here? Let's talk to these guys first. Okay, so not everything is voice acted, but you know the main things are. We'll cover. We already covered SWTOR a little bit, but I always thought, man, yeah, these guys' armor here. I know, I just like it. Like it's simple, but it's kind of got like a little bit like a Roman Empire, like Legionnaire, mixed with like a little bit of like a lot of plate mail. It's like a little knightly as well. Anyways.
If you come looking for help, you'll not get much here. What the Krug couldn't carry off in a wagon, they smashed up or burned. They even put Gravemaker.
J-Bay, welcome to the party, pal. You picked one hell of a stream to subscribe to, man. Dungeon Siege, you're a real one. I'll tell you what.
Behind this Krug raid, but the overseer of Glacier needs to be told what happened here nonetheless. If you're up for the task.
So we're going to Glacier now. So this is...
I knew you'd be the right sort for this trick. Well met, friend.
Well met. This dude's gonna be our other melee character. We need to give him some gear because he's kind of ass. Anyways, we got our two melee guys. Can we drag them? Yeah, we can. There we go. Party is growing. What has this lady got to say to us? We were taught these stupid Krug how to raise skeletons and set fires to good people's homes should be put to the 10th stone for what they have done. I'm guessing that's some sort of sacrifice. Okay, anyways. Go see what's up here. Let's loot these buildings. There's only like a few buildings you can go into. It's not a large town. Hey there. Sometimes there's like a little bit like some small quests, but most of this is just following like the main narrative. Oh, Donald, you sound like my wife's phone always dies. She's like, I'm on 4%. I'm like, how do you let it get down so low? If I see my phone's at like 20%, I'm like, I need to charge that shit ASAP. Oh, Sir Hexalot, with builds for ESO, you really just want to focus on leveling first and just picking what sounds fun. You really don't need to worry about build and like build crafts until you get like to hard content. Ooh, we get a pack mule, by the way, guys. So all of our shit that we're going to be carrying, yeah. Time does fly, I agree.
Krug.
You ask me? We should have run the bastards out of these hills when we settled here.
We settled
All
here.
those dung-eaters left me were a pair of jacks and a half-lame mare. The jacks I can part with for a price, though not for half as much as I could have a week ago. You interested?
You interested? Man, I feel like I could have done some of these voice acting lines. They're hilarious. These are great. Anyways, we're going to buy a pack mule. 300 gold. So we get our own pack mule now. Bah. Flair is his name. Anyways, he's got a lot of inventory. Fuck yeah. But he is a party member. He can die. He can be targeted. And if enemies come up close to him, he will try to just kick them. And then in the pub here is another person we can get. This mage.
Greetings. I am Zed,
Zed.
Sorcerer, and as of late, Zed the Bard. I arrived, I am told, just in time to miss the biggest thing that's ever happened in this wretched village. If you can use a sorcerer, take me with you. I'd certainly like to see some excitement somewhere in this kingdom. Normally, I charge a fortune for my services, but I'd be willing to take somewhat less just to get out of this putrid place. Is my fee acceptable?
Oh shit, he costs 900. We don't have that right now. We'll be back. Also, you get all these companions. They have voice acting.
Not much to offer after the Krug raid. Who knows what them filthy creatures thought they'd find in poor old Eaton's roost. Thankfully, they're gone now.
Well,
you must But
we'll have
remember,
to sell some shit.
Eaton's Roost is always open, rain or shine.
Let's see here. Oh, Inquisition Hexalot, dude. We're gonna have to play that. So let's pick up some side quests. It's weird what they decide to voice act and what they didn't. Obviously, the main quest they voice act, but that bartender doesn't offer us anything, and he was voice acted. We really can't loot these chests in here. Is this dude dead? Oh, I think this is another character we can actually recruit. Hang on.
Hey, watch who you're kicking. I've got a sword and a mind to use it. And I would too if I didn't have this bloody hangover.
He's drunk.
People keep waking me up with some damn nonsense about...
I don't think I've ever taken this guy. What's interesting? But at this point, it's like, you only have so much money in the beginning here. But they do give you a bunch of characters to take. But once you grab these characters, they don't add any sort of like party banter, or there's no like real quest lines with them. So that's why when I say like, it's kind of like Dragon Age, but it's like Dragon Age Light where there's no like companion quest afterwards. Can my team follow me, please? Thank you.
Too much fuss and...
So again, if you want like a light party kind of system, this game's got you covered.
Welcome to the Black Hammer Forge.
Okay, Black Hammer Forge, let's sell some stuff. Is there like a quick sell? There we go. These axes. I actually think we want to keep one of these hammers. Nah, wait, well, let's just get rid of it all. Well, fuck. Looks like these books actually were just 1 gold to sell. Spellbook, this is actually useful. But these actually like history books, not good. Shouldn't have held on to them. Bad idea. Puppy! No need to bark so much. And we can just swap on over to them. This will go to... we don't have our spellcaster yet. Let's just throw some of these things in there. This bow. Not as good. Not as good. Staff. We don't need to hold on to that. Buckler. Okay, that's better than your shitty one that you have. Some robes. I don't think we need to hold on to those. Fucking books. Taking up inventory spots. Okay, so we have 1,000 gold now. We can buy them. Failguard. Yes, Failguard. Well, we will never stream that game unless we're going to make fun of it. Inquisition actually has some, again, kind of what we were talking about earlier. Good, bad, and ugly. I think it has a lot of good, though. Where's Zed?
Salvation at last.
Salvation at last. Okay, let's see here. Zed? I think we will... Why can't I... There we go. Zed, I think we will make... Oh, he's got 3 into nature magic. Alright, he's our nature magic guy. He also has healing hands. Perfect. Resurrection. We'll give him all of our spells. And some of them are duplicates, meaning we can sell them. For even more gold. He doesn't need a spellbook. He already has one. I think we can give her one just for shits and giggles. Everybody needs potions. And then she's going to hang on to this bow. She'll eventually be able to use it. This armor, a little bit better for him. And then a staff. Good, good. Mage armor. Surround yourself with a shell of energy, adding 2 AC essentially. Does this have... Okay, the duration is... I'm guessing those are seconds. So like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, somewhere around there. Okay. And then healing hands. That's okay. Raises the max melee damage of the caster by 2. That's not gonna... We're not gonna use that. To be honest. We're gonna keep him at range. Oh no, let's give him this staff. It looks cool as hell. But he has healing hands, so that's good. No, Hexel. I got through the intro. And again, remember, I got it on PS Plus for like free that month. I got through the intro, the prologue, which was fine. And then as soon as I got to the like first zone and the characters started talking and the tone, I was just like, this ain't it, Chief. I don't think so. I'm not wasting my time with this garbage. And then of course you see all like the internet memes and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna enjoy this game. It's like, why bother? Ooh, look how good this leather armor is. And it looks cool. Sell that. Adds 13 to armor. These boots, these are really good. Let's see here. Yeah, we pretend Veilguard doesn't exist. We might eventually get... I don't know who's going to be our spellcaster with combat magic. But it's going to be a hot minute. So I'm wondering if we should just sell these. Life Leech can be good, Rip Mana. I think we'll just hang on to those two. And we have 200 gold. Yeah, we don't need to spend all of our gold. We have our party. I think this is all we're going to really get from this town. There's an archer at the church we could grab, but she, deliver Ella's message to her sister. Okay. So we're in chapter 2, baby. Okay, okay. Good. So this game is built out into chapters. That's good to know. We want to give these potions. Can we do us like a select all? Or is it literally just us? Hang on, we can do this. Let's give you a couple health potions as well. But again, our health potions mostly need to stick with our melee guys. That seems like enough. Okay. I think there's like one more quest we can pick up in here. Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2 both have a lot of fun elements,
God's fire is in
but they're missing some things. Here's our spell vendor, Soul Lance. I think this is pretty good. I can't see any of these spells until we get somebody who's combat magic. But yeah, summon Jade Gargoyle. So yes, a little bit of a summoner. I think you get a skeleton later on as well. So yeah, you can play a necromancer. There's also resurrection scrolls. I don't think we'll need these, but I have been wrong before. Let's just grab a few. Let's grab one. We'll be very careful. Dragon's Dogma 2, like visually, and I think how it performs as far as because Dragon's Dogma 1 is a lot of popping, right? A lot of popping, a little jank as far as the visual and the performance, but it's charming. I think that's the other side quest we wanted. There's one about a tower. We'll find that one. And it's very charming. But it has a lot of features. And then you get to Dragon's Dogma 2, it looks better. It performs really well. At least on my end. Maybe not for everybody. But then the features-wise, it's lacking a little bit. So that's unfortunate. So it's like we haven't gotten the perfect Dragon's Dogma game yet. I do like fighting the monsters. That is a game I want to stream. And the Dark Arisen for Dragon's Dogma 2, that comes out in, I think, October. We will play that. And a couple days before the DLC actually releases, we'll just play the base game and kind of just talk about the game in general. Maybe like the day before, because I don't want to burn myself out too quickly. No, I don't want to delve too much on like just roaming around with like my max level character. Holy shit. Thank God. So we have to make sure we are manually swapping between these spells, because he will not, I don't think he'll swap to Healing Hands on his own. And he's programmed that when our allies get down to 50%, he will heal them. If we'll put on Zap and we'll see. Let's test this out. Grrg, grrg. Oh my God, our other character, melee guy, get in here. What are you doing? No, you. Maybe we should just have these two selected. Yeah, so they're always in front. There we go, he's zapping people. Real test is going to be when we get, but look at the armor we picked up. Can I get a good look at it? Maybe not. I don't know. This just I think this just looks so good. This is like boomer mode for me. You know, where it's like, back in my day, we had these simple RPGs. Get in there. The party is rising. Saber-toothed sheep. You know what? I can see it. They look like they're dogs. They look like almost like bulldogs. They're very funny. Grrr. We just need to worry about our front line. I like it. We set up all... They're also throwing rocks at us. This game is so funny. I love this game. This is a great game. Let's see here. We haven't hit 50% health yet. Again, I want to make sure that we're healing ourselves, or he switches over to healing hands. I don't know if the AI is programmed that way, or we actually have to click the spell. But you can see him zapping. Zap. Zap. Well, this is what I was talking about, like, it starts to get a little, like, RTS-y. Okay. He is not healing. We do have to manually switch. In the meantime, let's see how this plays out. There we go. There's a heal. There we go. Look at so we could just keep him as a dedicated healer, but obviously we are intelligent enough, and we have the dexterity to swap his spell when needs be. Because there's a little bit of extra damage. Because I don't think his spell, I don't think Zap can miss. And also our Donkey sits in the back. And that's how he's programmed. Well, actually not. Let's see here. Hold ground. No. Don't target anybody. Don't defend anybody. Hold fire. I think he's just programmed to stay in the back, hopefully. Last thing we need is our Donkey running in. But you can see, like, how many more, like, the numbers. Ooh, boy. Okay, so he went down. So he's getting knocked out. You can see that he didn't die yet. But with the healing hands, they're just, look at how much damage they're dealing to us. So right now, this would be a good instance where it's like, okay, just focus on healing. But as we whittle them down, maybe switch your spell. We can pause. Make sure we pick up everything. We can we really can't set up their AI. Like, we can set up the formation and then some basic things about, like, their aggro and what they'll do. Oh, look at all of them. Keep healing. Oh, he's running out of mana. Swap over. Drink a mana potion. So it's like managing our party here. So that's why I think they can get away with, like, you know, our melee characters. All they're doing is swinging. It's because you're more so managing our party instead. And then you just get to watch the fun unfold. Kind of like an RTS. Stop throwing rocks at us! I mean, rocks fucking hurt. Look at these big fuckers. There's a lot of them over there. We should be fine. Also, let's not forget that tower over there. That's like where one of the quests will take us. Get in there, boys! Oh, he's still set to heal him. Oh, but look, we're taking so much damage right here. Let's do a full heal with a potion. Nice. Clean them up, boys. Clean them up. Meanwhile, Archer in the background, plinking away. I wish they would be a little bit quicker about, hey, you're in aggro range. Start shooting. But she almost, like, waits till one of our other characters starts to fight before getting in there. Yeah, Braveheart to the rocks. Yeah. Rocks hurt. Let's go check over here. But I do like in Dragon Age how you can set up kind of like gambits from Final Fantasy 12. We can really tailor make what your characters will do. Such a good system. Because it feels rewarding to go through the process of, like, okay, when this happens, I want them to do this. When this happens, I want them to do this. And so when they, you know, execute a plan perfectly that you've set up in a combat situation, it just feels good. That dopamine hit. And it's almost like it's not instant gratification. You kind of got to like build up for it. And I miss that in video games. I think a lot of people are like, no, it's got to be action. It's got to be immediate. It's like, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Our dude is getting hammered. He needs better gear. Like he just keeps getting hit, but we can keep picking him up. Let's grab you two. Everybody grab everything. If we get to the point where, because we have, you know, we have 4 people. If we get to the point where we're not running into any like looting issues, we might need to cut Donkey free. And we'll just focus on our party members. We have such a long-lasting relationship here with Donkey. And we're already talking about getting rid of him. Yeah, so I do kind of miss that about Dragon Age Origins, about setting up you know, certain triggers. I can't wait till we stream that game. I don't know when it'll be, but I'm excited. Donkey, you stay up there. We'll be back. We're going down to this fucking deep-ass basement. Get him, boys. Alright, get this happen. And we'll get more elaborate spells. There's a named axe. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh, we completed a quest. I don't think there's any reward other than obviously what you're set out to grab with the quest. Like, finishing the quest doesn't give us like a chunk of experience. It's literally, you got the item. Is this a secret lift? So these grates sometimes are lifts. So that's why I'm like looking around. I'm like, is there something on the wall we can click? And it doesn't look like it. Grrr. Doing our due diligence. Looking around. Take an arrow. It's like one of those things with like hard mode that once you get a full party, it becomes a little bit more manageable, but you see how quickly they were freaking melting us. And this is normal mode. So that's how much more careful you need to be. This is the other thing. They're like not programmed to all stand on the lift together. The lighting, yeah, this is, again, they were just using what they had back in the day. It's like limitations breeds like creativity. Because you got to figure out, okay, how do we make this immersive? How do we make this game not have any loading screens? And nowadays, I feel like they take all that shit for granted. So you get a bunch of like average developers. Okay, then this is like this is again one of the other quest spots. Let's take out the Krug here. And these are the more heavily armored ones. You can see like slight variations in their skins, but they die all like this. All the rest of them. All right, good. So this is basically just telling us we got to go around, and so we're gonna go down to another crypt, and we will see the other side of this. I appreciate that like there is an actual path that is actually maintained by like the humans of this nation, that they all just kind of like fucked up. Like that bridge, that was gone. That archway that they usually go through, blocked off. Holy shit, they're targeting my spellcaster. Stop doing that. You heal yourself. So we have, he's our healer, right? Now we gotta wait. You drink a potion. Beat him. He's down too. Jeez. Normal mode, by the way. Luckily, some of them get back really quickly. Our mage is taking a really long nap. Let's look at our inventory real quick. Select all. It kind of plays like an RTS game as far as like, what are all the hotkeys? Which you can, I think you can set up some of them. What do we keep? I'm just saying, like, what do we start putting into his stash here? We need this. These books don't sell for shit. So this is definitely on the chopping block if we somehow fill all this up, which we might, because there's a lot of fighting between towns. Yeah, Donkey needs to bring med packs. I wish Donkey could do that, but he can't. All right, everybody's back up. Grab you two. Let's go. But hopefully I've done a good job showing you guys like why this game was an absolute banger. At least for my however old I was at the time brain, where I was like, damn, this game rocks. Fucking god damn it, he's down again. Alright, Kronos, good luck. Have fun teaching. One of the most underappreciated skills, I think, of our species is a good teacher. Good education. How wonderful to see another human again. Okay. He's basically telling us there's a freaking four-legged horrors, kind of like spider people, in this cave underground here, which is going to be like our next set of enemies. I'm glad, Sir Hexlot, you're looking at this and be like, dude, this is pretty sick. I feel like there's so many, like, hidden PC gems that a lot of people, it's just like, how do you introduce this shit to people nowadays, you know? Because I don't believe that whatever Gen Z, whatever generation's coming up of gamers, like, there's not some of them that would enjoy the fuck out of this, you know? Or at least give it a try. I mean, it's $3 at the moment, so it's like, oh, he goes down. Because the thing is, if he keeps dying so much that he's not going to be leveling up as fast. Because you level up every time you, like, connect with your weapon. What can we do with him? Ha, I bet it could run on your laptop. Because this game kind of, again, reminds me of something like Guild Wars, which has a shit ton of skills. It's like it's like a next step as far as like this style here, where this is very basic, very simple, but then if you want to go into more build craft and more complex encounters, you have something like Guild Wars 1, which you can design a whole hero party, you can set up their skills and builds, and it's a lot of fun. Ton of fun. We will play Guild Wars 1 eventually. I still play Guild Wars 1 to this day. It's so much fun. Yeah, we're going into a more spider section. I don't know if there's too many skeletons down here. What is this button doing? Just making a noise. I'm not sure. Grrr. Oh yeah, there's a room in here. Oh, this room is full of skeletons. Zap them. Get them, boys. God, we're just running train through all of them. I love it. Oh, you're next, my friend. Let's grab all this crap. This is one of those games, like, if I got a Steam Deck, I hope there's some absolute wizard out there who has made like a plugin or something easy that where it supports controller stuff. Cause like, yeah, WASD and then the number pad, it doesn't move your character, so you have to click. So I'm wondering if anybody has like a plugin that allows you to use your controller. You can hear something crawling around. You got the spiders up there that are gonna come down through these webs, I think. Are you coming down, little spiders? Yeah, they are. I knew they came down. Luckily, we just kind of like one-shot them. And so, like, even though we're in a party here, again, your character only levels up and gets like attribute points if they're connecting with things. And so if we have an absolutely goated character, like our, what is he now? He's a soldier, like Nomad here. He will be getting, just racking up all the points. And it'll kind of be like a snowball effect where he's just one-shotting everything. He's the only one getting experience. And that can definitely happen. Oh, zombies! Hell yeah! Look at these. And a mummy. Zap him. There's also one on the ground there. Beautiful. Game make me happy. Ooh, we got another crude staff. Let's grab all this. Let's look at that armor we got. 35. Oh, damn it. This is where I look at this stuff and I'm like, yeah, technically this is better. 35 defense, but this leather, it looks cooler. So it's like, do you go with the stats or do you go with the visual appeal? Obviously, we'll go with the stats. Ooh, we need to put this... So we don't need to use resurrection scrolls unless this guy dies. Oh, we already have that in our spellbook. Very good, very good. I think anybody can use this this scroll here. So in case he dies. Put on the better armor. We'll give you this armor, which you can't use yet because you don't have... You, my friend, need some help. Also, there's a chat. Hello. Oh, maybe that's like a command line. Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, sometimes looking good is a must. I mean, we look all right still, but I think the other armor looked better. That's why, you know, it's one of those things with MMOs or RPGs where they have some sort of transmog system, so you can, you know... Oh, look at all the skeletons. Hang on. You get out of there. Drink your potion. Let's kite a little bit. Oh my god, you guys don't need to run up. So this is a little bit of micromanaging. You go over here. You go over here. And let's see how it plays out. He's getting eaten alive here. Oh, look at that. No time at all. Even our main character here is getting kind of cooked. I need you to switch your spell. There we go. And I need you to drink a potion really quick. There we go, leveled up. Like if this was on hard mode, we'd be dead. Drink a potion. Drink a potion. There we go. Oh, you hate giant spiders? Oh, we're not even... You have no idea. You have no idea. We're not even there yet. You drink a potion. You need to get back. It's kind of like why you don't want more than one melee character. Or two. I think two is like the sweet spot. Look at them. They're just plinking at us. If we were smart, we would have been attacking some of them. Because they have lower health, but like they have a much easier hit chance. Go, go, go. Get them. Get up in their face. And they do also do less damage with their bows when they're point blank like this. Like I think they just do like one damage. All right, we got some zombies over there. Let's drink up, heal up, Buttercup. Everybody follow. Pick up everything. Okay, get back to looting. Go, go, go. At least Donkey's staying safe. Yeah, I think he levels up too eventually. I do have the F buttons. So something I don't like is our team will always... I have him on follow, but if I swap to him and I try to like run back, everybody else in my party, because they're set to follow, will like pause and then they'll look at like our main character or whoever we have selected, and I'm like, like don't do that. I want you to keep fighting. So I'm trying to figure out how do we resolve that. I mean, the easiest way would be just like stop follow and then select everybody. We'll see how this feels. I need to hotkey that. What are you swinging at? What are you swinging at? Just, you can do it. You can't do it. Grab that gold. Punch this. Very good. Oh, I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't think I'll ever buy another laptop. They break. They just don't last as long. They're more expensive and they don't last as long as like a normal PC. And now even the portable aspect of them, it's like, yeah, you got something like the Steam Deck and just stuff like that. Oh boy. Hang on, let's back up. Because they're trying to surround us. Donkey. I need you to get out of your donkey. No, no, no. Donkey. Run, donkey. What is going on? Shoot them. Oh, everybody's not on like... oh. We turn around, there's a fucking legion of skeletons coming at us. Let's fight, team. Get him. Actually, you target him. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Because we don't actually have like crazy bow range yet. 10 meters. 10 meters. Okay, I think we can get up to 15 meters, but we're not. Clearly, we're not there yet. And he's being hammered by arrows. My last laptop, like the battery, just fucking died. So I always had to have it plugged in, and I'm like, yeah, this isn't working anymore. Nomad increased strength. Okay, I don't know if we were waiting on any weapon. Okay, let's reselect everybody. Get in there. Heal up. Rage. Let's see what Rage does. Adds 1 minimum damage and 1 minimal maximum melee damage to at the expense of health. Okay, and it lasts for 90 seconds, I'm pretty sure. So it's a minute and a half. That's not good. Yeah, there are some really good laptops. It's just I've never sunk a shit ton of money into a laptop again. If I'm going to put that much money, I'd be like, I'll just use a PC. Heal him. Heal him. And then armor-wise. Ooh. Look at all that. Plus 9 armor, 9 health, 19 to mana, 1 melee skill. I don't think the melee skill is that's a big deal. I think my next like laptop will literally be a Steam Deck, and probably Steam Deck 2. I don't feel like getting the Steam Deck 1 now is like crazy overpriced because of all the the RAM shortages and everything. What was I looking at? Can he use the staff yet? No, he needs 19 or 13 intelligence. We're at 12, so almost there. And then he doesn't have any weapons or anything he was waiting on. Him, on the other hand, strength really sucks. Oh, let's give you this armor. He needs more. Let's give him the cap too. Our boy here's struggling. Alright, let's rock and roll. Select everybody. Check out this room when all these skeletons were hanging out with like one bed. We're still not at the spiders that I was alluding to. Because it's just not normal spiders. Oh, zombies, yeah! Zap them. Eventually we'll get better nature magic spells too. Grab the bow. Also want to be checking, just in case, for side rooms. I feel like nowadays if you try to like, hey, what is going on with our archer? Oh, got an ambush back there. Sneaky, sneaky. You heal. And then I want you to run. Get him. Good. They're coming out of the goddamn woodwork. We are maintaining our mana pretty well. Heal? Good. How fast is our mana regen? Let's see. It's like 1 every second. That's okay. Well, let's grab everybody. Get a couple. Get our loot on. Ooh, that was a better cap. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 14 strength, 5 armor. Probably goes to you. Well, let's just throw all this other shit with our mule. Give her these bows. See if they're any good. And all these freaking mana potions. Honestly, I think we're going to end up selling all these. I think what I used to do back in the day was like half the inventory dedicated to potions. The other half, The shit we're carrying, obviously. This is crap. There we go. We got a metal helmet. We look like a dweeb now. But it'll save our life. Alright, grab everybody. Continue on. I mean, did Dragon Age take inspiration from this game? Maybe. I mean, I would say yeah. Look at like just the kind of the presentation combat with pause. The kind of more tactical element as far as formations. Yeah, they definitely took some inspiration. Zap them. Ooh, we're getting low on health. Hang on, let's see. Get in there, heal him, heal him, heal him, heal him. Ah, it's like a little bit of a delay. Oh dear God. You're being overwhelmed. Run! Like, our tank is like our best asset here. The other thing is, can't really change the camera on who I'm on in pause mode. So that's a little jank. We're in trouble. Well, we're not in super trouble, but he is forced to heal the guy who is down, and I kind of need him to focus on healing up our main guy. Okay, let's heal up. You drink a mana potion. This is what I was talking about. This is on normal mode. Hard mode is brutal and not a fun way. Can you please get up and drink a potion? We're gonna keep kiting with her. Okay, you're up. Please, for love of God, heal. God, he just sucks. He sucks. It's just gonna take him some time. Until then, I kind of want to just tell him to just keep zapping instead. Stop wasting the heals. And instead, what we'll do is focus on just healing with potions. Nice, she leveled up there. Ooh! Okay, so this is what happens when a character dies, by the way. Loud scream. They also drop all their shit. Luckily, we can resurrect him. But they were still attacking his downed body. Okay, we're gonna have her keep kiting. Look at her running while the other team's still fighting over there. Oh boy. Oh, he's down. That's not good. Let's regroup here. Oh, he's back up. He's back up. He's back up. Heal, heal, heal. Good. Get the hell out of here. Get out of there, soldier. A little micromanaging here. Get back in there. This room's a shit show. It's these fucking... These are the things I was talking about. Look at these spider guys. Get used to this sound. Heal. Heal. But again, with our other guy dead, he's not getting any experience. Okay. So, this room was fun. For a bit. I wonder if you should just go with the traditional, like, spellcaster, archer, warrior. Because it's very easy to manage, and then when you start getting more characters, yeah. Get him, boys, get him. Like, I hate the fact that our guy is not, the other guy's not getting here, is here getting levels or experience. But we gotta clear this room. Oof. Alright, let's get him back up. Let's see, how are we gonna do that? We can't use that yet, so we do have to use our resurrection scroll. Which we can use once. Until we actually get the resurrection spell, which will not take very long. Bring him up. Ooh. That almost went really bad. Healing hands, heal him up. Fortunately, I do have to pick up all this shit. But it's pretty easy with this quality of life. Love that. Alright, alright, alright. We're still short on dexterity for using any of these good bows. Gosh, what are you supposed to make her in the beginning? Takes her forever. Got some boots. Everybody has boots. Good. How's a potion situation looking like? Cause you're a mess. Gjorn. Let's gather everybody up. Gather the party. And loot, 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 loot. I feel like it's kind of hard to salvage a laptop. I know that's what you guys are talking about when I was under siege here. I had to focus, or else we were dead. We should probably save. There we go. This path here, I don't think we're missing anything. But yeah, those spider guys are now going to become part of our repertoire. And they get bigger. Good heals, good heals. I want you guys to focus up. Everybody get in the middle here. Back to back. Bunch of freaking spiders coming in. Thought this would be a nice little adventure. Turns out to be an absolute shit show. We also can't leave our donkey behind. I mean, we can. I think he just killed a spider, by the way. Come on, donkey. I need a button for that. Oh, we go deeper. It's like we're sieging a dungeon. It's like, why would somebody build this? I'd have no clue. We're gonna just focus on damage right now with our spellcaster, and we'll heal when necessary. What is that? Oh, it's a giant skull. Forgot all about these things. It kind of reminds me of the things in the. Oh, I'm just spamming the heal key. Oh, we're being surrounded. Keep drinking. Everybody, drink lots of potions. We're drinking so many potions, we're not even attacking. Yeah, I saw the guy went down over there. He's dead again. Okay. We got a problem here. God damn, this game fucking beats your ass. You two run. I told you to run. Aren't you running? Because you're drinking. Stop drinking. Heal. Keep running. No. You come here. Yes, it's like a freaking skull from Doom. Fuck, there's no like aggro. As far as I need them to be focused on my melee guy. Even Donkey's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, come out to the dungeon. It'll be fun, he said. Please leave him alone. He's the healer. We can actually just kite around. It doesn't help that our melee guy is literally missing every single swing. God, our one dude's dead again. It's kind of an issue. We don't have another resurrection scroll. I didn't think this game was going to kick our ass this hard. Come here, skull. Oof, that hurts. You're dead. Okay. Ah, there's our guy dead again. Get in there. Donkey has ran away. See his nameplate's grayed out. It means he ran. God, maybe we should just play with 3 of them. It's much easier to control what they're doing. Look at us, 7 melee. We are still a soldier. Get him, boys. Ooh! He's just taking everything right now, right to the face. So the combat healing or magic line also has their own revive. So it's not just a nature magic thing. Look at, we're being ambushed by spiders. Run! Run, damn you! Run! Oh, he's down. Run, 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 run. Oh, there goes our mage. You might be thinking to yourself, that's bad, isn't it? That's bad. It's real bad. Okay, get him. Get him. He literally is our shield wall. It's a one-man shield wall. Come on, get him. Yeah, hard move, we would have been obliterated. Hit him. At least we're really tanky. 176 health. That's a lot more than our other party members. I think we'll be fine. Does Donkey have a resurrection scroll for us? I don't know if I put another one in there. Well, and then there was 2. These aren't even the worst arachnid enemies. Shit. We need a resurrection scroll. We have the resurrect spell, but again, you need to be nature magic 4. Which clearly we are not. She has 1 in nature magic. What about revive? That's 5 in combat magic. That's not gonna work. Well, they're dead for a bit. That's good. We'll continue on. Just heal the skeletons. There's one. There's a bigger one. Get them, boys. Or just get him, boy, and then we have girl. Is she doing anything? Oh, she's over there. She's shooting. Come on. Good. Summon killer gremlin. Okay, yeah, we can be somewhat of a necromancer. If we could stay alive, we'll make the greatest party the world has ever seen. Nope, don't care about the books. They don't sell for anything. What's lore? A lot of lore. Ooh! See our health immediately dropping. Come on. Free leather, we'll take that. Heal up again. It's gonna be really sad when I hit the H button and then we don't have any health. Another resurrect. The game is just taunting me. A strategy, not sure it's one I want to do, would be to run all the way back to town. And we can summon skeleton archers, I'm pretty sure. Mage leather. Ooh. These fuckers. Hey, donkey. Yeah, it would be run all the way back to town and grab a resurrection scroll. That is not what we're doing. We are pressing onwards. It's like a dungeon crawl that has gone totally tits up. 2 of the members dead. More skeletons. We like skeletons. Oh, spider traps. As long as they don't focus fire her, which they are doing, by the way, should be fine. Actually, this is not going to be fine. We need to leave. Run. He should be following. He is. But this is what you'd have to be doing in hard mode, is literally just kiting the entire time. If you could connect with your hatchet, it'd be great. Because he does a lot of damage. There we go. She's gonna level up soon. Oh, Nomad just got some more dexterity. Very good. Alright, she leveled up range, which I don't think actually does anything for us. No. She's considered a cavalier. Okay, even though there are no mounts. Well, technically donkey. That is an ability in the game, right? Summon zombie. Ah. Being swarmed by spiders. Lots of spiders. Jesus, come on. Why is this like this? Maybe we should have played on easy mode. It's just like one room. Every room I feel like is going to be like this, where it's like just a gauntlet of enemies to slaughter. But we're getting so much... These characters are getting so much more experience. Which is a problem. Because our other guys that are dead are just going to get left behind and they're going to get weaker. I wonder if we change them to an archer. No, we can't. We can't do it. Stay the course. We just got some leveling pains we got to go through. Spark, that's a new spell. This room is an absolute shit show. Ow. There's more of this leather. Hey, Lid, what's going on, brother? Yeah, we are fighting a lot of spiders. Take that, take that. Flimsy battle bow. I don't think that's better than the one we got. This bow kind of sucks. We are... we're close. We're close. What do you say, donkey? Do we keep going? Oh. And there's no, like, fast travel, by the way. Look at these fucking spiders. They ambush us. Smashing the shit out of them, that's for sure. Oh, another skull, of course. Why not? Why not? I think some spiders went after Donkey. There you are, Donkey. You're okay. Any lich bosses? I think so. I think there should be. Ah, break them up. Look at all the arrows they're shooting at us. These fucking bastards. Let's pause, heal. As long as they just hit our main guy, we're good to go. Look how tanky he is compared to the other melee guy we were trying to build. Yorn. Yeah, I feel like we need to go back to classic dark fantasy D&D type shit. Been too long. Been way too long. I've actually been kind of interested because there's a dungeons and there's actually 2 D&D MMOs. And I've like dabbled in them. And by that I mean like made a character, play for like an hour and then put it down. Kind of want to give it a more of a shot. God, we're getting hit from both sides. How about instead you focus on their range? How much damage are we doing? Not a lot. Very little. Their health bar is like right down there at the bottom. So I'm not guessing how much health they have. Oh, look! Laura got some strength. Very good. Hey, puppy, it's okay. She's like, no, it's not. Somebody's here. Grab all the shit. Even these two, as far as like their inventory, we're pretty good. God, these explosive barrels, I feel like one of them is going to be like, psych, we're going to one-shot you. Oh god, our party members. What do we do? What does this say? I wonder if it was trying to tell us like, hey, yeah, you can just dismiss them. I don't know if you can. Ooh, let's heal. Get them, boys. I feel like there's enough characters in this game as far as when we get to like the next town where you can swap out like your dead guys. It's like, well, they're dead. Continue on. You're looking at this lift and you're like, oh, great, we're going to go up. I think it takes us down. Further down. It's like, how much deeper can we go? Look at the lighting, though. Look at just the darkness. This is definitely like a little bit more hardcore. The fact that there's not like a resurrection shrine or anything. And then there were two that were braving the dark. Shit's writing itself. These things are terrifying. She has got to be close with dexterity. No, gosh. I feel like she gets such an upgrade with her next bow. Get in there. I'd have to make a list, Sir Hexalot, of like all like the must-play PC games, but I don't even know where to begin. Maybe like StarCraft and Warcraft 3. Those are such like defining games of like their time, and even now. It's like we knew how good those type of games were then, and the fact that nothing has really come close since then is kind of sad in some ways. Well, this room looks like a shit show. Luckily, our characters that are alive, they are getting very powerful, so they are going to have to carry our other team. We'll come back for them. That's the other thing. The further we're going, the further away we're leaving them behind. I'm wondering if we don't just leave them completely behind. Level 8 melee. You're still a soldier. Not that the name matters. I just want to see what they call. You heal. And then shoot you. I almost feel like Lord of the Rings uses like a similar art style of this, where it's like very simple but clean. Ah, fools. God, I feel like this dude could just solo the entire game. He's that strong. Yeah, Hex, how familiar are you with like the Total War games? Because we have like the Warhammer one, we have the Warhammer 40k one coming out, and it's just like, yeah, consoles can't handle having like those giant armies just smash into each other where you can zoom in and see all the detail. I mean, to be fair, a lot of PCs can't run that shit either. Good donkey. Go into some of these spider holes to get shot by an arrow. Good, good. Nintendo has Mario. That's true. But I mean, there's, such a thing called emulation. So, Oh, fuck. I'm messing this up. Anyways, finally upgraded. So now we get a better bow. I think the better armor. we go. And then... we're good now, I think. Got better armor on. A little bit tankier. DayZ's on Game Pass. Dude, I remember when DayZ was, whatchamacallit, was a mod for Arma. Can you emulate official multiplayer though? No. No, you can't do that. Mino, what are you talking about? Tactics? I did see that Tactics did have a mod that scales your like New Game Plus up, kind of what the community wanted. I haven't tested it out yet, but oh, come here, you. The other one should still be good for just upscaling the humanoid enemies in your normal playthrough, unless the update broke them. Oh, you did nice. Hey, welcome, brother. Yeah, we love Tactics. I'm gonna be making another mod video when I get around to it, if I had enough time. Where we'll talk about some new mods, because yeah, with New Game Plus, kind of left a lot to be desired, and the mods have already like jumped on it. Like they've added some really cool mods since I've made that video. Like there's one where in the Deep Dungeon, they turned them like into special encounters where you can recruit story members. So you get like Izlude, Weegraph, and stuff like that. It's so cool. But honestly, I just love the simple one that kind of just lights up the entire Midnight's. I want to call it Midnight, but Midlight Steep, where it lights up the whole area, so you don't need to use a crystal. I gotta tell you, I hate fighting in that pitch black area. Like, I get it, but it's like, it's a fun gimmick, but I want to see like the map. You know what I mean? Is there's okay, so there's the random battle one where you get to fight all those characters, but in the Deep Dungeon one, you actually recruit them. So you get them to join your party. I think you need another mod alongside of it, like the one that gives you Dark Knight. But I thought that was a cool mod to get all the story characters that you kind of defeat, and then they join your party. Look at all, I can just see all these freaking spiders. Because that random battle one's really cool too, where you get to fight like Ultima and stuff out in the open world. Don't hurt Donkey. Although Donkey's got 109 health. Ain't no pushover. Okay, Donkey, you're running the wrong way. Not like this, Donkey. Get out of the combat. They should show up at the very end. Like, you know the mod worked when you scroll through the job selection and you can clearly see that there's more like rows available. And so if you just see like the standard, I think it's 3 rows, then I don't think it was working properly. I don't even know where we're going in this tunnel, by the way. Oh, look at this big fucker. He's red. That means he's dangerous. You come over here. You shoot these the skulls. Oh dear. Heal. No, shoot that one. Shoot that one. That guy hits like a truck. What's in here? Nothing. Nothing great, I should say. Everybody get in here. Let's take a breather. Eat some food. There's no food in this game. Alright, lots of crap. Let's grab everybody. Actually, no. Grab Donkey and you. I'm glad we have you, Donkey, so I can do this. Wait, I want that potion back. Give me that back and that back. Beautiful. I'll do the same thing with her. We have all these bow and arrows. I think the one we have is really good. Look how quickly we filled up, though. This is why you bring Donkey. So much shit. So much money. And we still have not picked up our resurrection scroll. That really bites. But let's pick up everything else. I think Donald, like some of this type of game here, it's just gonna be like one of those games that I replay like every few years, just because I think it holds up really well. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Brings back some good memories, but it's also like shit I didn't remember. I'm like, oh yeah. So we went this way. We should probably light these torches so we know exactly where we've been. Probably why they're there, actually. And of course we can see these fuckers in the other side of the map. Lana mentioned, what was it? It's one of the Dragon Quest game. I think Dragon Quest 8. I think it's only on the PS3. I was thinking about picking that up off of her recommendation. Oh, this leads absolutely nowhere. Okay. I'm definitely more interested in Fable 4 since you guys were chatting about the whole series. Because Fable, that's a was an Xbox game. Xbox used to be great, guys. It used to be great. I should grab it. I feel like I've just spent a lot of money on all these like old games for like not really any good reasons. I feel like I need to chew through those first, because I hate having a backlog of games. That's like one of my like pet peeves, is just amassing a giant backlog of like just a list of games I've never played before that I like technically kind of own. I even think like, what was it, last year? Maybe the year before, I actually got through my entire backlog and I was like, shit, I've played everything that I had. Nice. And now it's kind of ballooned up again, where it's like, got a couple games I've never touched. Yeah, Outer Worlds, I mean, that's one I've looked at. I haven't purchased. It's a good thing I haven't, because I don't know when I'd play it. I need to get around to the Oblivion remake. I do like Oblivion because it was on PS3, but it runs like shit on the PS3. Like, it runs bad. I don't know how anybody enjoyed it. The fuck are these sound effects? What's this door here? The skeletons, spiders. Jesus, this game is just relentless. Look at them, they're all coming down. Oh god, heal. Donkey! Yeah, I need to play the original or the remake. I'd like to do it on stream because I haven't played the original. I don't think I've ever beaten the original, actually. Because I just couldn't get through the PS3 version. So it'd kind of be like a fresh playthrough for me. Like a new game. But I think actually that would be a fun one. Whew. Open. Open. Good. Yeah, I feel like old school Oblivion, easy to pirate on PC. There we go. So they haven't updated the Onion Knight and Dark Knight for tactics. I'm sure they'll get on it soon. The tactics community is like super, whatchamacallit. They're really good. Love the modding community for tactics. They've been at it for years, doing just like the emulation for the or modding the emulated version. This is Dungeon Siege. It is old school, kind of like Dragon Age Origins before all that. A little bit of Diablo. It's like a hack and slash, but like simple. But you have like a party as well. A little bit of like an RTS to it too. Because we have like all these formations and commands we can give our party. But this is the game I played when I was just a young lad. Absolutely loved it. And so it was on sale on Good Old Games. And one, I wanted to see if it even worked, which it does. It was like $3. And then I wanted to see how well it holds up. Visually, I think it's fine. I think it's great. Sound design, I think it's on point. Sure, it's maybe not as in-depth as something like Dragon Age Origins, but I think the gameplay is, again, it's like a relaxing, I say relaxing time, but the amount of times we've been swarmed by a bunch of enemies and we also have 2 dead party members, maybe that's not the right word for it, but it's good. It's really good for like an old school game. There, I see a spider over there. I want to get it. Got high replay value. Yeah. This is the way we need to, or this is the way I want to go. I think this is all side shit, by the way. Oh, that would have been great if we got Alma as like a secret character that you get for beating the game and then you can use her in New Game Plus. That would have been really cool. I feel like there's just so much with tactics that they didn't capitalize on, especially with the Ivalice Chronicles. Leaving a lot to be desired. You know, the no Dark Knight, no Onion Knight, no rendezvous missions, no melee, no online. It's just like, if you want it to be the definitive version, that shit needs to be in there. Is this back out the way we came? What is going on here? The minstrel. I don't know. What are these in reference to? 2 dead minstrels, aka bards. Do I remember Gauntlet? Yes. Gauntlet is sick. The N64 Gauntlet, played the shit out of that. Midbright's Deep is heavily outdated? Shit. Well, I'm sure people will get around to it. That's why you always keep a backup. Save. Did we even need to go in there? I don't think we did. Back out here. Yeah, the N64 version, super fun with people. Because again, back in my day, the multiplayer was couch co-op. And it had 4-player couch co-op, which was amazing. Don't have that shit anymore. Well, that's not true. There's some games with 4-player couch co-op still. Drink. Like, what do they make even nowadays that is 4-player couch co-op? Like, you have something like Mario Party, right? And that's cool. Love Mario Party. Do Borderlands have couch co-op? If so, that's insane. That's really cool. Because I feel like shooters were... I mean, at one point, shooters were not hard to have co-op like that. Well, the problem with Left 4 Dead, another Left 4 Dead game, is, you know, Valve hasn't exactly made any new games in a long time. They are attacking Donkey. I'm kiting with my archer here, because we're in danger. We're in danger, Kupo. Leave Donkey alone! Can Donkey drink potions? I don't think so. Donkey, you need to run. You need to run far, Donkey. No, Donkey, run. Donkey! Okay, things are going tits up. What are you doing? I need you to run over here. Help out the team. Donkey? Run, Donkey. Run, Donkey. Okay, Donkey's safe. Ish. Archer? Eulora? She's getting absolutely destroyed. I see Donkey. Okay, our guy's there helping. Let's go back to Donkey. Disconnect here. You keep running. Keep running. Keep running, donkey. We are micromanaging donkey so he lives. Because if donkey dies, there goes all of our shit. Alright, are they done chasing? No, look at the leash on them. We're so far away that our characters are grayed out. I'm pretty sure when they're grayed out, it means that they are hang on. Donkey, use the lever. Use the lever, donkey. Donkey can't use the lever. Run, run, run. We're like, Mario Party. That's probably 4-player co-op still. Oh, you're gonna die, lady. There's a battle going on in another room. But we're gonna save Donkey instead. I think they won, judging by the fact that her health isn't still going down. Go, 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 go. There they are. Get them, boys. One more. One more. Woo! What a shit show. Grab the loot. Put the 50 gold on the pedestal here. Like, yeah, you're gonna want that. I hear more. Alright, everybody grab this. Grab shit. There's no way we're full. Yeah, the first, what was it, Borderlands 2 was also like split screen, but yeah, RE5 is the best co-op game, I think, ever. It is so good. We're going deeper. Love of God. I think this is the last room. Donkey? I need you to, like, fuck off and not die. We'll just take it. We'll take the edges. Systematically work our way through. 6 range, good. Yeah, Resi 5, co-op wise, is just amazing. And then you go play Resident Evil 6 and you're just like, what happened here? Suffin, you're right. Split Fiction is pretty good, so is A Way Out. That's a lot of fun. But I mean, Resi 5, ooh yeah, that's the good shit. We're gonna sneak around the corners here, make sure nothing ambushes us. Thank God we have our main character here who's not a fucking pushover. Eulaura's coming into her own. At least she stays alive. Yeah, see, look at this bullshit. Fucking more spiders. How do we piss off the players? I mean, I think it's pretty impressive how many enemies they kind of throw on the screen at you. And this is like prior to D3. I mean, obviously D3, but when did D2 come out? Diablo 2. Because I think Diablo 2 really moved the needle for these type of RPGs as far as being more action based. Okay. Haha. Hi, skeletons. I see you. Those are like little web cocoons. They're gonna break those open, and there's gonna be those freaking spiders coming out. Get him, team. Our guy's so strong. Oh my god. I love it, but I also hate it because he's so much stronger than our other guy. He's painted. Or page shield. Yep, there he is. There they come out. Keep drinking potions. How are we on potions, by the way? Kind of need to do potion management. Yeah, summon Jade Gargoyle. We'll get that. I think this is the way out over here. But this is just like a shit show of a room where you just pull everything. I think this game also has one of those moments where we like find it's essentially Merlin in a like frozen like block of ice. You set him free. Like, oh yes, you saved me. Now I must join your party to save the kingdom. And then when you get him, he kind of sucks. There we go, level 9. What are we, still a soldier? Yeah, still a soldier. Donkey! Aha! Keep running, donkey, but we're killing him. There's 2 red ones. Oh my god. It's just kind of like one of the moments where like, fuck it, we go. We go hard. It's not Merlin, but it's like a Merlin-like character. There's things chasing Donkey. Hang on. Look at Donkey. He's getting fucking spiders all over him. I'm coming, Donkey. Hold on. We have to slowly beat our way through these other ones. Just chop. Oh, Donkey. No, no, no. Oh. Donkey's dead. Donkey's dead. Donkey's dead. Does he die or does he get knocked out? Run, run, run. No, he's not dead. Look at he's faster than all of them. Fuck you, spiders. Fuck you. I'm the fastest donkey in all the land. Stupid bastards. Try to kill my donkey. I don't think so. Not in this playthrough. He needs to stay back, though. Alright, donkey. Stop following everybody. Just stay put. Ah. Let's see here. Open this chest. Get hit with a freaking arrow. More of these spiders. Keep an eye on Donkey's health. Oh my god. Why are you taking aggro? That's what something that I feel like these games kind of need is some sort of taunt. Or do we just have like an entire party of freaking melee people? Alright, we're good. Oh my god, this fucking room goes on forever. I think at the end there's one of these spider bosses. An old wooden shield. Increased dexterity? Good. Yeah, leave Donkey alone. Take the woman, but don't take my donkey. Strength. Boots. She'll eventually get enough strength for this. I feel like she can use some better armor, actually. Oh, Donkey's pretty far away. Come on, Donkey. I think Donkey should be able to drink some frickin' potions. That's just my opinion. Here, give her that leather. Ooh, this has 2 defense on it. Yeah, so does this one. Okay. 12 strength, and she can wear that. Okay. God, we have so much. We have a lot of gold. A lot of gold for just the 2 of us. I sneak over here. Knew these fuckers would come out of that. Break these down. Just gonna be a bunch of potions and shit that we don't need. It's gonna be hilarious when I go back for my other party members, and it's gonna be such a long run. You guys will not have to endure that, but I just want you to know. It's gonna be a long run back. I don't want to leave them. I feel like is there something in the center of this room? Oh god, it's a fucking trap. I seen that one coming, and then they come out of the freaking grates around you. This game is diabolical. Ah! Fucking A. Yes. Party makeup like, oh, we're back. What happened? Yeah. About that. Look at our guy. He's just fucking sitting there. Oh, heal. We're just kiting. Can she, like, how many hits can she take? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Luckily, she's chopping away, and they keep coming through the freaking grates. My main he's very much too much. He's not too much of a main. He's just as much of a main character as he needs to be. Oh, you can handle this. Look at us. Using our marine micro from StarCraft 2. And we're missing every shot, I'm pretty sure. Note to self. I'm gonna make a full melee party next time. Look at him. He's just going to town. Get him. Everyone is dead. It's not true. We had a bit of bad luck. The real issue was we let our healer die. It's like we just fell into a trap with a bunch of spiders coming out of the grates. They're swarming us. It's like, okay, we kill them all. And then this horde of zombie or skeletons also just come and flank us. He's also, look at how many arrows he has in him. Gosh, what a man. Woof. And I can hear more enemies. Look at him. This like takes whatchamacallit. This takes like the mob density up to a whole new level. Like you think there's a lot of enemies in like Diablo? Nah. Come play Dungeon Siege. It's a fuck ton of enemies. They don't stop. The funny thing is, I feel like I've done this exact type of thing when I used to play the game. So even younger me, like I haven't evolved. still just that young lad, and I haven't learned anything. If anything, it tells you how not difficult this game is, but just the way it kind of goes. That's why when I look at like hard modes in game, I'm like, I'm smarter now. I understand games a little bit better. I can play on hard mode. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. Stick to the normal mode. Now tactics, that's an exception. Because tactical games, you know, they're just like a code crack through like repetition and practice. Get in there. Donkey is fully healed. He can rejoin following us because at least he won't get one shot. What a shit show. What an absolute fucking shit show. We do regenerate health out of combat. It's just slow. It's literally a health every, it looks like less than a second. Hello, team. It's Donkey. Okay, let's grab everybody. Potions. Good. God, we've also been playing this game for over 3 hours. That's amazing. What was going to be a short stream reminiscing on Lord of the Rings Online turned into quite the little side adventure. Oh. I think that's the door right there. And there's the boss. Or a boss. Alright, you actually drink potion. You come over here. Let's be a little tactical. And you shoot. Eventually we will get bows that actually can freaking shoot at range. Like a longer range. Because this is pathetic. It doesn't seem like it's been super fun. It seems like it's been super stressful. Yeah. Now you know how I feel when we're playing like Baldur's Gate 3. And things continually go wrong. Alright, we beat the shit out of everybody. Also, we're going to start getting like magical items that are going to give us some really good stats. Can I grab any of this? Anybody got the room? Okay. Kind of not really. Look, a good thing this is why we brought Donkey. I don't know if this is going to take us directly out. It might. We're going to be back. We're going to be back. We're going to grab all this shit. Until then, let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here. Go, go, go. Donkey? Oh, no, here's a freaking boss. This is straight up ripped off of, Demon Souls took this. The Demon Souls, spider boss. This is just like it. Giant spider. Yeah, get him. He doesn't need a special name. It's just a giant fucking spider. Beat him. This is why I refuse to believe that, you know, certain games that come out nowadays that want like a more retro aesthetic. Basically any game. If any game has like a bad art style, it's just like, look how they did back in 2002. This shit still fucking rocks. Look at this. Almost 500 health, by the way. Fuck you, spider. Come on, somebody hit him. There we go. Punisher gloves. Hell yeah. I like how they don't drop like one giant like pot of gold. It's like split off. It's like one of those games where it's like, you know, letting our party members die may have actually been not so much of a bad thing. We don't need this cloth, by the way. Adds 7 armor, 15 health, adds mana, 1 to range skill. Who is this? Oh, this is strength gloves too. Okay. We're gonna come back for this shit. I think this thing takes us literally all the way up now. Yeah, there's literally no ice. This is making, I feel like we're turning into a bunch of old, whiny old men. Or women, sort of, too. And either or. But we're just complaining about everything, but it's like, this is just reaffirming. There's no fucking excuse for a bad art style. Or a game that, like, ages, you know? It just looks horrible down the line. Look at this shit. 2002, everything's perfectly readable. It looks good. I don't feel like the duration of the ride of that elevator really takes us back to the top side for how far we kept going down. Oh wait, well that's because we have more. There's another small shield. I don't think there's a proper town. I think it's like an outpost we run into next. Yeah, Donkey can't use the lever. You can just kick it. Cha! Oh god, the Krug, the dogs! Do you see Donkey there? Just a back leg. Woof! We made it out, we're live. I love that feeling. I love it when you go into a dark dungeon place and you're there for a while and then you emerge and you see fresh air. Alright though, I think that's it. I don't know when the next town's gonna be. Could be 20 minutes, could be 30 minutes, could be 5 minutes. No idea. But I did not plan on us playing Dungeon Siege for almost 3.5 hours, but it's been an absolute blast. I'm very happy we did it. I did want to play Lord of the Rings Online. We will have to do that next week because tomorrow, guys, we're back to Baldur's Gate 3, the Cursed Run. We're going to continue that Friday. Shit, we might just continue it all next week until we finish that one off, because once we finish Baldur's Gate 3, that playthrough, we can then pivot to Dragon Age Origins. We can do Final Fantasy Tactics, a playthrough of that. There's also, I really want to play through like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I don't know when we're going to slot that in. Because again, we have Zero Company for Star Wars coming out, not this month, but next. Which we are going to be all over. That's going to be like a game that we make content on, as long as it's good, which I guess will depend. how that comes out. But I am planning on that being something we cover a lot of. And then other than that, I mean, I don't know shit. I don't know what else we have this year except for Dark Arisen for Dragon's Dogma. We went hard on Dungeon Siege. It was a good time. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out, reminiscing, experiencing this gem of a game. Hey, Donald, no problem, man. My brother, troll all you want. Troll all you want. Yeah, this game's a ton of fun. This is something I'm definitely just gonna play and beat in like the background. But I'm glad I got to share it a little bit. Gave some stories about just this game and the experience. But it's really good. I think it holds up. I feel like that was the biggest thing I kind of wanted to test was, will this game hold up nowadays? The answer is, I think yes. If you know what you're getting into. I mean, $3. It's nothing for an experience like this. It's so good. Anyways, guys, I'm off. Oh, Lana, we're leaving. We're off, Lana. You showing up right when we're done. We were going to do Lord of the Rings. Didn't happen because they have server maintenance for fucking like 5 hours. So we did Dungeon Siege instead. But this has been an absolute blast though. So thank you all for hanging out, Lana. Hi bye, essentially. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for Baldur's Gate. So that'll be fun, I guess. Yep, no, Lana, we were going to do Lord of the Rings, but yeah, the maintenance was... Their weekly maintenance. So that raises a lot of red flags. Weekly maintenance was freaking 4 hours long. I'm like, surely they can't be that long every week. So we'll see. Anyways, yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Peace!